Hey, folks. Hello, hello. Oh boy, guys, it's new expansion time. It's expansion hype. It is the best time of the Hearthstone year. Well, it happens 3 times a year, I guess. But hello, everybody. Let's, why are we messing around? Let's just get the new cards up so we can talk about them already. Why delay? Let me tweet out some links here to the stream, guys. Talking new cards. There's a link to the stream. Live now. Talking new cards. There's a link to the stream. Everybody's here. Hey GD. Hey Ricardo. Hey Louis. Hey Talal. Hey Matthew. How's it going, guys? Hey MTG Might. Hey Tingus. Hey Fizzy Bro. Hey Dark Tales, Jumpy, Tamal, Spellduge, Random Villain, Monster Hunter, Arcadia. How's it going, everybody, guys? Good evening. Hello. Welcome to the new era of Hearthstone, the Kobolds and Catacombs. It's gonna be fun, guys. We got a lot to talk about. I want all your questions. Everybody ask me what you think about Kobolds and Catacombs, and I'll do my best to answer every question I can. Who would watch this loser when BlizzCon is on, though? Hey, I can't help but be hyped. Nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, is there? Nothing wrong with a little friendly challenge to Blizzard themselves. We're going to get 500 wins tonight, maybe. Rachel says, can only watch for 15 minutes, but so excited. I know, right? Check out all these cards. There's so much to process. There's so much on screen. I have, we can flip on and off if we need to. I have a version without all the new cards, of course, like normal, but I wanted to just run all the new cards on screen. Like, why not? Gull needs you. Is Gull watching right now, Jamcaro? If Gull's watching, tell him I love him. I wish I could be there to say hello. Gull, I miss you, my boy. I don't think Rin will be played often because by the time you get to 10 mana, Warlock will already have a ton of resources from Gul'dan, which becomes her win condition. Yeah, I think she's too slow. You guys can see...
Gull needs you, but you abandoned him in BlizzCon.
Oh no, the guilt trips have already started. Gull! No, everybody says great things, Gull. I hope you're watching. Do I continue watching Stranger Things for my girlfriend or Regis? You watch this 100% of the time. Every time. Every time, 100% of the time. Blizzard went hard with reveals after the disaster that was Taking Abomination. Well, if you remember, Taking Abomination actually came in the second set of reveals. We'd waited like 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Then they dropped Taking A-Bomb, right? Then they dropped this misplay. And that's going to happen again, apparently. We're not going to see new cards until maybe November 20th, is the what people are saying. So, who knows what's really going to happen there. Man, we could go for a big Edwin already. Against Priest, it's usually not that wise, though. I think we can just go this route. There's still some value in contesting the board. For sure. So virtual ticket people, are you getting Golden Marin or Marin plus 1600? Regis. I think I'll just keep the Golden Marin, yeah. I just dust the other one for 400. How do you feel about Blizzard removing PvP servers from WoW? I think it's a good change.
Gull wants to know why you don't want to meet him.
Because I've already made $2 with you asking about it. So profitable. Goal, I sold out for $2, buddy. Goal can see me right now. It's like Goal knows me. Who is Goal? That's a long story, Tingus. I don't have time to explain. Quinn69 got banned. I'm not sure who that is, but it was spammed in Nobble's stream this morning. I don't know what all that means. What do you get banned for? Who's Quinn69? Does Recruit not seem crazy expensive? Summon a 13/13 Jade, 1 mana, pull a Swamp Ooze from your deck, 6 mana. Seems OP. Yeah, so I mean, recruit as a keyword is not necessarily the same as gather your party. I think gather your party is okay. You have to build around it.
You owe me all my cheers for not coming to Seagull.
Seagull. Seagull. It's like he's a seagull, get it? Backstab plus Firefly plus Edwin. We could go kind of pseudo big on Edwin, but not crazy. It's like if it's gonna die to a Shadow Word Death anyway. This gets it out of Dragonfire Potion range, but we could have went super big, but no need to, I don't think. Let's see. Can you guys even see the stream? Like, I don't even know. You can see most of it.
IRL streaming Sunday.
IRL stream Sunday. You're not gonna be there Sunday, Wilson, so... let me catch up with chat. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't get to watch the WoW panel. There's a lot of crazy stuff, Dark Tales. You need to catch up on all the details. A lot of intense, new things coming. My stream followed channels. Play Hearthstone, 35,000. Magic the Gathering, 16,000. Regis Kilbin, 45. Hey, I'll take it. That seems about right to me. Ooh, silence. Tough. Really tough. Hey, Humbler Dude, how's it going? Apparently, he, as well as Nobble, had Blizzard inside, and Nobble was told he can't stream outside of the opening ceremony, but I guess Quinn was told he was allowed and got banned the moment trailers and stuff started coming. I don't know what all that means, but... Has anything interesting happened in the Pro Tour yet? That's Magic the Gathering related. I don't know any of what that means, guys. Give me a break. I guess we have to Vile Spine this. I don't think we're going to play this, though, for Potion of Madness' sake. It threatens our 3-1. Which of the new cards are you most excited for? Oh, boy. Well, I'm really excited for the premise of Legendary Weapons, although I don't think Alunath is very good. I think Dragon Souls may be okay. It's playable. I don't think Alunath is going to be played much. But I love Legendary Weapons. I think that's really cool. I'm excited about Marion the Fox, honestly. We're going to get to see him soon. So that's pretty cool. I think Guild Recruiter's a pretty interesting card. Don't sleep on this one. A lot of interesting build-around potentials. Carnivorous Cube seems really, really strong. I think that's going to be a good card, too. Just got here. What does to upgrade effect mean? To upgrade? So Lesser Sapphire Spellstone and Lesser Jasper Spellstone all have upgrades that you guys will notice. So what that means is when you meet that condition that's on the card, so gaining 3 armor or overloading for 3 mana, you'll get a better version of that spell in your hand. So it will cost the same, but Lesser Spellstone here, the Lesser Jasper Spellstone I should say, goes from 2 damage to 4 damage, and then it'll finally go to 6 damage. So you'll have a 1 mana deal 6 damage spell after you've gained 6 armor. So it'll be a really powerful... hey, that's really good. It'll be a super powerful tempo swing kind of card. It's almost like a, minion fireball removal for 1 mana. But you just have to gain 6 armor first to get it to that level. So it's kind of banking some future value when you satisfy this condition. Lesser Sapphire Spellstone, the Shaman version up top, the 7 mana one. Same thing, except it's overloads. And it'll go to summon 2 copies of a friendly minion, and then it'll go to summon 3 copies of a friendly minion after you've overloaded for 9 mana. So I like this cool mechanic. Interesting new thing. 1 mana deal 6 is pretty ridiculous. Summoning 3 dudes for 7 mana also could be pretty insane, depending on the minion, right? Like summoning 3 White Eyes, for instance, with a 4th White Eyes is nuts. The problem is having that minion on board and also having 7 mana available is not going to happen all that often, I don't think. So, yeah, does this guy have Anduin? I don't think so, or I think he would have played it. If he does, we kind of get wrecked by this. board right now. Maybe I should have just swashbuckled first, but who cares? We'll see. I don't really care about the game that much. I care about the new cards. So in other words, a 3-mana minion would be really good to combo in a single turn with the Spellstone up there, but how good are 3-mana minions to summon 3 copies of? Usually not that strong. So that was a little shaky to me, finding the mana, and it feels a lot like a win more card to me, which is always pretty risky. He got Valera off of my stolen Swashbuckler, I think, guys. That is something. Well, okay. I don't know what to do now. We definitely play this. I think we just try to get some value off these things in case he plays Anduin. But if he plays Anduin, Valera gets a lot worse. Like, what's the point of Valera? Just kind of a Frost Nova, I suppose. That new 1-mana spell thing that completely destroys Arcane Bolt. This is a Druid spell. This is a Shaman spell. This is a Mage weapon, Alaneth. Guys, you may not be able to see my mouse, actually, when I do that. I'm in a bit of a... Oh, he did have Anduin. Man. This kind of sucks. Why did that momentarily turn into a 3/3? Did you guys see that? I feel like it gained a stat for a second for some reason. That was really weird looking. It's a great draw. After he just killed all my 5+ stuff, although I'm sure he has Shadow or Death as well. Hey, Mighty Rydude, how's it going? Can you explain the unidentified elixir card? Yeah, I can. So this one, the unidentified elixir, what's going to happen is you just play this as it reads right now. You choose to put it in your deck. And when you draw it, like the moment it comes out of your deck, it will become identified. You'll figure out what it is, and that it will always give a minion +2/+2, but it will gain a second bonus effect as soon as you draw it. And what are those bonus effects? One of them is give a minion lifesteal. One is to summon a 1/1 copy of that minion. Shoot, I can't remember all the other effects right now. I gotta look them up. What are the other ones? Does Hearthbone have the effects of unidentified elixir up yet? I don't know where to find that. It was in the panel, but... Let's see if they have a thread up for it yet, or maybe Reddit does. Deal 8 damage to my guy and summon 3 minions. Wow, he's still gonna take 9 off that. Like, he's gonna kill it, sure, but... Okay, 9, 10, 11... We have 13 damage, so we're not quite there yet on lethal. This is obviously dead soon, but hopefully there's stuff on board to kill him. Reddit probably has this, doesn't it, guys? Anybody remember the other 2 effects? I think there's 2 more I missed. Here we go, Waving's got it. Lifesteal, summon a 1/1, Divine Shield, or re-summon it when it dies. Those are the 4 effects that the unidentified elixir can identify into. So, honestly, pretty good effects on average. Now, the problem is you don't get to decide. It's kind of random. So there might be one game you need Divine Shield, another you might need Lifesteal, depending on the matchup, but it's just random, right? RNG. The upside of that, though, is that you do know before you have to play it. Like, it's not when you play it, it's when you draw it. So you can still actively choose not to play the card or to play the card, depending upon what you need, right? That's a pretty good turn. I think we're dead, guys. I don't see a way out of this here. Priest of the Feast disrupts our plans a little too much. I don't think we have any direct 12 damage. Well, I guess if we're ever going to get there, it's going to be on the back of a card like this Giant Bittertide. But I mean, just 1 or 2 spells cast here, and we might just die to his hero power on the Bittertide. Kind of gives it a +1 damage boost every time. Do you think Prince-type decks will still rule the ranked ladder? It's way too early to say. Acidic Swamp Ooze is going to be awfully good, and it's going to be a 2-drop with all these legendary weapons. So, Keleseth, you can't run Acidic Swamp Ooze. You can run Gluttonous Ooze. But Gluttonous Ooze is going to rotate out fairly soon, right? Or no, Gluttonous Ooze is from Unguro, isn't it? It's not going to rotate out at all. Gluttonous Ooze is an Unguro card, right? Yeah, it's actually going to be around a long time. So yeah, I guess there will always be a weapon removal option. And then Harrison as well, of course. But anyone know what the 7 mana card's text is? Yeah, it says... Well, I think you mean Lesser Sapphire Spellstone. It's summon 1 copy of a friendly minion. And then if you overload 3 mana crystals, you upgrade the spell to a version that summons 2 minions, and then you can do the same thing again to a version that summons 3 minions. How long you hold Spellstone, and maybe he automatically upgraded if you have enough mana? I don't understand exactly what you're asking there, Arnaldos. But, what on earth is happening in this game right now? I'm really not paying attention, but it's taken him a thousand years to get through this turn for lethal. Okay, it happened. We got there. Owlineth is crazy in Tempo Mage. It kills you in slow mages. Note that it doesn't lose durability when the effect happens, so it's infinite. Yep. I talked about that a bit in my card review, guys, which is currently live on YouTube, by the way. Essentially how I think it's really only ever going to work in a really, really fast mage deck that burns through cards and looks to refill their hand, where it's sort of a top deck that just gives you damage and gives you outs that you're otherwise really, really lacking. I want to try a Heavy Overload Shaman in Wild. Elemental Destruction, Sapphire, and Giants might be cool. Yeah, it's great with Giants in particular, Snow Furry Giants, because they go down to 0 mana, right? And like I said, you need cheap minions, I think, to make this card work really well. So, how much does the first seal cost? They all cost 5 for Rin the First Disciple. So, anybody that doesn't know how Rin the First Disciple works, guys, you get the first seal. It's a 5 mana spell that summons you a 2/2 demon, and it adds the second seal to your hand, which is a 5 mana spell which summons you a 3/3 demon, etc., all the way up to a 6/6 demon. The 5th seal, it's called the Final Seal, which then gives you 11 legendary minion whose name I can't remember. It's some arbitrary string of letters starting with A, Atriax or something like that. What's its name? Artrax, Atriax, some funny demon-sounding name. Anyway, he's a 10/10 with a battle cry that destroys your opponent's deck. The entire deck destroyed. I don't think he's very good, though. Pretty slow. What's its name? I can't find the cards. Waving! Save me! I don't think Recruit is that good. I think it'd be better if it generated a minion not from your deck. I think it's just a worse Discover that is situationally better. Yeah, I think I probably agree. How was the expansion leaked before the announcement just this morning? Yeah, some guy on Reddit essentially it was a pretty good 3-drop. We didn't have anything else to play, so that was really clutch. Saved me a patches too. Some guy like at BlizzCon like took a picture of the logo, kind of leaked the logo essentially. They did have another cinematic. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think seeing 4 Doomsayers with the Sapphire. That would be a good way to clear a board, I guess. Yeah, it might be a little expensive, though. Honestly. We gotta Shadow Step this dude. It's gonna lose some stats, but we need to do something with our turn. We need to find a card that's playable. I mean, that's okay, but not really what we wanted. Because we can't weapon now. Like, a 3-mana card that wasn't this would have been great. Another SI would have been beautiful. Sure. Shaku would be great. Do you know if the upgrade spells have to be in your hand to be upgraded? I actually don't know, Jumpy. I think probably so, based on the way I heard it in the way I heard them talking about it. It felt like the answer to that is yes. But I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know. I haven't reviewed those yet, so I'm going to try to find that out before I record the second part of my card review. I'll tell you that. So it changes them a lot. I'm excited about the new Hunter Secret. Yeah, I think it's cool. I haven't thought about this one too much. Wandering Monster. When an enemy attacks your hero, summon a 3-cost minion as the new target. I haven't reviewed this one, so I don't know what to make of it just yet. But I like it. It's, you know, Explosive Trap right now is kind of the only one that's about attacking your hero. I mean, Freezing Trap also activates when attacking a hero, right? But it's mostly about... I think we have to kill this for the sake of Shadow Step. And if he does have the second Vile Spine, that just gets me some value out of the minion in the buff. So I feel less bad about losing. I mean, yeah, hitting him to 8 feels really nice too. But then we give him opportunities to return and win the game. Maybe we should have played this one. I didn't realize they were different. One was buffed. May not matter too much, but I think I'd rather play the better one first, generally speaking. Gull is mad, huh? Sorry to hear that. Makes me sad. Hey, Peeps Rebellion! So what you're saying is you can play Himmick, get rid of all your cards besides Ren, and then get the 10-mana card after 5 turns. Well, you don't need to. They don't go to your deck. They go right to your hand. The seals go right to your hand. So there would be no need to... Holy crap. Really? What a jerk, dude. Would we rather just... Yeah, let's just Tar Creeper. It's on curve. It doesn't matter. It's both that dude's Vile Spine, so he has no more big removal. As long as we stay ahead on board here, we should be totally fine. We can hit him for a bajillion damage and win the game. So you wouldn't need any Himmick combos. It's just right into your hand. I've never been more hyped for an expansion. Nice, Pete, man. That's good to hear. I guess I'm fairly hyped. I don't know if I'm like super hyped. I mean, well, I'm always hyped. Yeah, it seems awesome. I don't want to talk it down because I'm pretty hyped. I made it sound like I wasn't hyped. It's not, but I'm hyped. This one's not more hyped for me than the other ones, I'm trying to say. Like, it's all pretty hyped in the Regis side of things. I forgot, I was talking about Wandering Monster and I totally zoned out. I think it's pretty good because, you know, it's basically an average 3-drop for 2 mana. That's solid, but it's also disrupting your opponent's plans. Like, an average 3-drop for 2 mana is not something you'd run normally, but the ability to disrupt your opponent's plans is valuable, not to mention, of course, spell synergies and secret synergies that this thing can also utilize. So it seems like there's quite a bit of upside, essentially, in the Wandering Monster to me. I think it's in line with some of the stronger secrets we've seen so far. Dry Gulch would be better as a 1-2 or a 2-1. Yeah, definitely, Twitch Beastie. I think Dry Gulch is really weak. I'm not too fond of it at all. You're right, though, that trading some of the Death Rattle upside for more on-board upside would help the card a lot, I think. It needs more stats to be relevant early. I don't see how we lose here. We're ahead by a mile. I'm so happy the new expansion isn't Pirates. Oh, me too, dude. I'm thrilled, Humbler. Also, I'm not seeing all of chat because mobile streaming sucks. It does, man. It really does. Twitch is awful at mobile, for whatever reason. I may never understand why, but that's how it is. Legendary weapons, finally I'll be crafting Harrison Jones. Yeah, it does seem weapon removal just got a lot better. I still think the legendary weapons are going to be playable, though. Especially in decks that already run weapons, just because there will be so many weapons to remove. But I think the legendary weapons will be better if they have some sort of guaranteed value. Or the deck or class can afford to kind of waste mana from time to time. Which some decks can do. There's decks that just float mana sometimes. And might have that spare mana to kind of throw away. Could Carnivorous Cube work with Blood of the Ancient One? Yeah, I guess so. Sure seems like it could. The problem, though, right, is that you do give your opponent a little bit of the control there, because they can sometimes control when you are able to kill your own carnivorous cube, and therefore they might be able to kill the Blood of the Ancient Ones before the end of the turn, and thereby deny your ability to summon the Ancient One, etc., etc. So that would be pretty finicky, but certainly worth trying. I don't think that's going to be a tier 1 deck, but a lot of fun. But, I mean, obviously there are some great great opportunities to use Carnivorous Cube. It's going to be a cool card. He just accidentally coined something. I don't know what just happened, but I'm excited to see it. Do the other seals have taunt too? Apparently not. I think it would say they summon a demon with taunt. Can you remove Jailer from his health? I don't know. Oh, sure, yeah. That's not very friendly, is it? Sure. I didn't realize I was covering up the opponent's health total. It's kind of hard to... I mean, ultimately, I care way less about Hearthstone than the Hearthstone game than I do the new cards, so I do want to focus on that. But if we can make the mana and health visible, I think that's a pretty valuable advantage and experience there. Hey, can anyone send me a video where they revealed the Warlock Legendary and Mage weapon? I can't find it anywhere. I don't know how to... I couldn't even find it, and I have the virtual ticket, dude. I don't know how to find it. For me, the Hearthstone expansion was 100% overshadowed by the WoW expansion. I have to say, I think I was more excited about the World of Warcraft Classic announcement than I was the WoW announcement. I would like to play some World of Warcraft Classic, I think. Vanilla servers, whenever they come. Sounds like it might be a ways off. Is Marion's treasure chest like Lich King, where you get random cards each time? Yes, Twitch Beastie. And the cards are busted. So the cards for Marion's treasure chest... Let me pull up my own card review, so I get these all right. Let's see. They are really busted. Oh shoot, I thought I ended turn. Whoops. Oops. That's how I didn't mean to hit that either. Oh my god, I'm BMing so much. Misclicks. Misclicks everywhere. So, the cards from Marin the Fox, when he busts through the treasure chest, one of them is a 3-mana spell. Well, they're all 3 mana. One's a spell that allows you to draw a card, and it fills your hand with copies of that card. So you basically could draw... Well, you could draw 10 cards, technically, but... You know, any number from 0 to 10 cards, and so if you could get 10 Tyrians, right? Zerog's Crown allows you to discover a legendary minion and then summon 2 copies of it. That's also a 3-mana spell. So you just get 2 Tyrians on board, if you were lucky enough to discover Tyrian. Other times you might get stuck with Lore Walker Cho. But, you know, that's how Discover works. Golden Kobold is a 3-mana 6/6 taunt that replaces your hand with legendary minions. So kind of like Elise's Golden Monkey, but only your hand instead of your deck. And then finally, Wondrous Wand allows you to draw 3 cards, and it reduces their cost to 0, which is pretty crazy. And everybody's getting that card, Marin the Fox, for free on Monday, which is insane and amazing. Really cool. My hand is very awkward. I don't think I have anything in the deck that's good with preparation either, so it's like, what do I do here? Doesn't really matter how I do this, I guess. Taking that anyway. I guess it does kind of matter. Because now I can't clear the board. I thought that I had already played that. Whoopsie. Kind of thought that was already on board. But anyway. You think in your big pack opening in the expansion you'll have that one card like Howl Fiend? Probably so. We'll see. That's just how statistics tend to work, right? Like variants, you tend to identify streaks and stretches and stuff like that. The warrior one could be broken or garbage in regards to the weapons, maybe. Hey, you have a new sub, but it didn't pop up. Oh yeah? Who was it? I didn't see it. I bet I'm way behind on chat, by the way. I didn't get notified for a new sub. Oh, I did actually. Oh, it's Matt. Or excuse me, Adam Axter. I think he... Maybe he didn't resub? I don't know. Oh, maybe I don't have... No, my announcements are on. I don't know. I don't know why it didn't show up. I am clueless. This hand is just rotten garbage. Absolutely terrible. We have to leave one of these minions alive for this bone marrow to stick. I was at last rogue. GG, man. Oh, nice, J Styles, dude. Yeah, fun playing you. I don't really remember the game because we're talking about new cards so much, but I hope you're not the guy I accidentally BM'd. Was that this game or last game? I accidentally BM'd somebody, but I think that was this game. 6 mana draw 4 is just bad. Does Sprint get played? I kind of agree. I think Eluneth is a pretty tough card to make work. I think I am tending to agree. Really slow. Risky, frankly, in a control environment because you're drawing too many cards. 4 every turn becomes punishing really quickly. And I still think it's kind of too expensive in a aggro faster deck too. It's like that Ginzo kind of card. Ginzo the Shark. Did you see the link on Reddit, Regis? The warrior weapon is Fire War Axe. Give all your pirates +1/+1, including in your collection. Yeah, I bet. Will all the legendary weapons be 0/3? Presumably not, because they talked about how only the caster classes that have never had weapons before are the 0 attack weapons. So, Mage, Priest, Warlock. So I think they're going to be variable. They might all have 3 durability. They tend to do that sort of thing in line often, but I have a feeling that some of them will in fact have attack values. I could have arguably shadow stepped this, but I don't think it's right. Ooh, he went for the 7/2. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. We could take a trade and shadow step this. If I find a low cost minion, it's always going to cold blood in. Well, you can't trade yet though on the cold blood, so no low cost minion, unfortunately, for us. So we'll just do this. We're pretty sure he has Cold Blood as 1 card here. I don't think I need to Shadow Step this yet. Oh, I might as well. Like, just in case it dies, like, we might as well. I know it gives him a read, but we don't have anything else in hand. Okay, good play. Please explain what WoW Classic is. Oh my god, I'm so far behind chat, I bet. WoW Classic is... They're going to redo vanilla WoW experience, pre any expansions. They're going to let people play on servers that are like the old ones. Hey Regis, can you explain the upgrade for the Shaman and Druid spells? Yeah, whenever you satisfy that condition, gaining 3 armor or gaining... or spending 3 overload, or causing 3 overload, whatever the verb is, the spells get better. So the Druid spell turns into 4 damage, and then also 6 damage if you gain a total of 6 armor. So 1 mana deals 6 damage to a minion spell, which is pretty good. And then the Shaman spell allows you to summon 2 copies once it's upgraded, and then if you upgrade it again, it allows you to summon 3 copies of a minion, which is pretty silly. Anduin's helmet was so freaking cool. I thought so too. I really liked Anduin's helmet. Eluneth is for Mage, guys. Nobody's talking about the Blizzard World map in Overwatch. That was awesome as well. Yeah, the Blizzard theme park map. Looks like a lot of fun. It's cool that Overwatch gets to do that stuff. You think Mage Weapon would work with Quest Mage? Maybe, but it doesn't really help satisfy what Quest Mage is trying to do, right? It doesn't stall the opponent, nor does it generate spells outside of your hands. So I just don't know if they're ever going to have time to spend 6 mana that's not directly contributing to either of those goals. Like, they barely have time to play Kobolds Tome anyway, and that's fundamental to achieving their quest, right? Ugh, this hand. I keep getting really junky, clanky hands, guys. Like, just really garbage hands. It's token. Like, these are garbage against token druid. Like, we don't want either of these. Drew patches. This is a loss, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be impossible to win. All the treasure cards sounds like pray to get a handful of Tyrians, basically, yeah. Do we have to wait until the expansion to use Marin? No, I think we can start playing him on Monday, which is nuts. It's really cool. Let's see, if I attack, that goes to 4. Next turn we Shadow Blade patches it down, or he maybe trades here and here. So then we just Shadow Blade it. This gets to attack for free. I think there's some upside to attacking this. Our health goes down, obviously, but I don't think we need the patches just yet. We'll hold the patches. I gotta skip ahead a little bit on chat, guys. I'm really sorry. There's a ton of people. Thinking about synergies with treasure chests, and I bet Priest is going to be able to Potion of Madness. Yeah, I talked about that a bit in my review. Priest, in particular, has a lot of great ways to use it. So, in my review, I basically said a lot of classes probably aren't going to be able to use Marion, but there's a handful that could do it really easily. There's also Crazed Alchemist, of course, which is another good way to play your Marion. You kill the treasure chest right away, right? So there's definitely potential to make it a really busted card. That was a good turn for me, but I still just don't have what I need. We need to draw SI7 Agent and then Bone Mare, exactly in that order. So we have this on 6 with SI, and then... oh, cool, okay. It's good for me, since we have Pirates. Will all legendary weapons be 0-3? I don't think so. They said some will have attacks, that only the caster versions would have 0. That was what we heard. That's bad. That's real tough. Oh boy. Valinar is not awesome. We gotta do it though. Hopefully he has to trade... Well, he can hero power always to trade in 1 minion, but we'll see. It's at least a heal for 8. New expansion! Hey Regis, how are you today? I'm doing really well, Sacred Ace, man. Kobolds and Catacombs was announced today, so got some cool stuff coming down the pipe for Hearthstone, it seems. Oh boy, I think we're dead this game, though. So if you steal it and break it, your opponent gets the card. Yeah, but the goal would not be to steal it and break it. The goal would be to steal it and Divine Spirit interfire it. There's not been a consistent way normally to get your opponent to play things that are good for Potion of Madness, Divine Spirit, Interfire before. But this would give you a consistent way to summon a minion that's perfect for that combo, which has not yet existed, as I mentioned, so that would be potentially the advantage. We're just so dead here. New cards are up on the screen. Sweet, yeah. Hey Lando, man, how's it going? Hope you saw some of the expansion stuff.
4 months hype.
Hey, Nano Dragon dude, thank you for the 4-month resub. That makes you the 2nd sub of the day. 4-month resub from Nano Dragon 22. We had the sub from Adamaxter, one of my real life buds. So 2 subs for the night already. Thanks, guys. That puts us at 253 total subs, which is cool. Druid, I don't think had a weapon. Yeah, but I guess they weren't considered a caster class. I don't know. Blizzard specifically mentioned those 3 as the caster classes whose weapons would not have attack. I mean, Druid does get to attack, just not via traditional weapons. What do you think the new priest weapon will be good in Highlander pre-stack? It could be, yeah. Just because there's a lot of cheap spells and stuff in that, and other versions as well. Hey, FrackX98. Hey, another Gaze. This expansion will come out in December. Do you have a favorite card so far? Oh boy. I love the idea of legendary weapons, but I'm not sure either of these have me super duper excited. I think I like Carnivorous Cube and Kobold Illusionist the best so far. I like Marion the Fox as well, but for some reason he just doesn't feel like talking about. Like it seems like he's kind of coming out before the expansion, so he almost doesn't belong in the set. Did you see the Overwatch short, Regis? It was beautiful. Yeah, they always are, I feel like. It was really good. Not even a huge Reinhardt fan, but it was great. Lester Jasper sounds like a really strong Living Roots. I mean, yeah, I can see that, but I don't actually think that's how it's going to end up being played. Because it doesn't... the great thing about Living Roots was its flexibility, right? And it was often great in token decks, because you could summon the 1/1s. And it could also hit face for Malagos style decks, so this lacks a lot of the kind of flexibility and utility that Living Roots had. Do you think the new Priest weapon will be good in Highlander Priest deck? Oh, I think I answered that, maybe. Okay. What a jerk. This gets buffed, so I think we'll kill it. Alright, we have a decent curve on 4 and 6. We don't have anything for 5 just yet. Okay. No patches at least. It's a good backstab target. Cold Blood, wow. I don't even really mind that so much. It's going to give me the board back. Valinar's pretty good. We need a 5 drop, essentially. I mean, we could get 4 cards out of this, right? 4 minions with the Shadow Step, but it's not very exciting. Oh, I'm so far behind chat. I'm just constantly behind, guys. I'm going to have to skip ahead some, dudes. Forgive me if I missed something you asked. If it was really important, please feel free to ask again. I'm sorry if I missed you joining the chat. I definitely want to talk to you guys. What is Recruit? Is it like Varian Wren's ability? Kind of, yeah.
You mentioned saving bits for the new expansion. Well, choo-choo MRGL, let's start this engine going.
Hey, thank you so much, Nano Dragon, dude. Really appreciate it. First the sub, now the bits, man. Thanks for being a boss. Really, really appreciate it. What's upgrade mean? It's basically a condition you satisfy to increase the power level of that card. So far, only spells. What does recruit keyword activate the battle cry of the minion it recruits? No, it'll be like a summon effect, so it would not activate the... What just happened to my board? I feel like I had a lot of stuff and now it's just all gone. I don't know what happened. It's just, it suddenly vanished. Where did my board go? Thankfully we can clear his board on 7. That's really important. Will we see more dragons? I'm sure, Oakland. They showed like a 2-headed dragon, in fact, in the, that thing getting bone married is going to be a major problem for me. How big is this going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Alright, let's just do it. It doesn't even threaten this with... Oh, God. I might have to save the Shadow Step just in case I top deck Vile Spine Slayer. The real question I have to ask myself is, do I trade in now? I'm just going to go face and save that Shadow Step. We have a pretty much guaranteed activation on it on the Shaku, so we might get hit for 18-21 damage right now, maybe more with Cold Blood. He's used 1 Cold Blood, I think. I don't have my deck tracker up because we got all these cards. Oh, thank God. That's fine. I'll sustain some hits. I don't care about that. I should have Shadow Stepped this in hindsight now, of course, but maybe we'll just top deck Leroy and call it a day here. Bitter Hydra, pretty good nonetheless. Maybe lethal here. Shadow Strike is not lethal, but it's insanely good. I could have hit that with my weapon, right? But this should be alright. He could hit me for 9 and kill my Bitter Tide with a Bone Mirror, but I think my Shaku would still live in that scenario. So it's going to be tough to win this one still. It's not over, especially if he hits Bone Mirror, ever. It's hard. You think Kibler's having a drag? Oh, from the Priest weapon? Maybe. Maybe. Nope, I guess everything's dead. Cool. He's down to 4. I don't really have a good way to do 4 either. Only we'd Shadow Step Leroy, like men. If I ping this down, I go to 8. Bone Mirror on the Vile Spine is lethal. So I probably need to SI7 agent that down instead of hitting it down. I can also alternatively go face, but the problem with that is he has 10, 14, 15, 16, so that's not a viable strategy because we'd be dead. We might still be dead. Basically, anytime he top decks a Bone Mirror, we lose, but apparently that's not happened yet. So, we'll see. I mean, he wouldn't kill me right away with a Bone Mirror now, but we still wouldn't have an opportunity for lethal. We don't have over-the-top damage anywhere in our deck. Regis, how do you feel about the 5 Seals and the 10-10 Demon? I think it's way too slow. I think it's going to take forever to make that work, and oh god, we need to find lethal here, obviously. Leroy, South Sea Deckhand, Swashbuckler maybe, Eviscerate. Whoa! Whoa! TDM Beast, though, I really think, what's her name, Rin? Yeah, Rin, the first disciple. I think she's way too slow. She's going to be really, really hard to work with, in my opinion. What is a bonus? Oh, on the unidentified elixir, guys, it has 4 potential bonus buffs that it can apply to the minion. Lifesteal, Divine Shield, summon a 1/1 copy, and return this minion to your hand, I think, are the 4 buffs. But it's randomly assigned when the card is drawn, so you don't know what it is until you draw it. It's when it's drawn that is identified, the extra buff. Azari the Devourer. That's his name, Azari. Aziz Azari. That's what I'll call him, Aziz. Tangent Man, I'm sorry I can't quite answer all your questions. I have a feeling you're not watching the stream, or you would know that. I don't even know how I thought I was marked as offline, but maybe not. Who knows? Do you think the Rogue 5/3 minion with weapon invulnerability will become OP if the Rogue legendary weapon is good? I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it'll ever become super OP because it only has 3 health, right? Like that's just a health total that dies to a lot of stuff. But even if the Rogue weapon is remotely good, like 1 extra charge might be enough.
Hey Regis, did you hear that the new expansion has been announced?
Jerks, dude, showing up with a 1,000-bit bomb. Welcome to the stream, Jerks. And I did hear something about that. I feel like maybe I heard a little bit about that. I might have already made 2 videos and titled the stream regarding that particular announcement. But hey, Jerks, dude, thank you for the bits, man. That's awesome. Always appreciate you stopping by and dropping bombs, cementing your lead at the top of the leaderboard, of course. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, guys. That's 1,500 bits for the stream tonight already. Nice little bonus stream total. Funding those pack purchases, guys. Thank you. I got a lot of packs to buy. of course. A month from now. I actually just bought 20,000 Amazon coins. I buy coins to buy packs when possible, when they're really cheap. They were currently very discounted. I don't know if that's still the case, but they were incredibly cheap lately, so I went ahead and committed to some packs. I sort of hate this. We're going to lose this game. Hit this one, this one, this one? Which did I hit? That one, okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Just going for it, guys. We're just going to hit him real hard and hope he doesn't have anything. Just kill him next turn with Bittertide Hydra. I don't know. I prefer the walruses, personally, over the seals. Now, that would be pretty funny if it said the first walrus, the second walrus, the third walrus. I would enjoy that. By the way, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, of which there are 162 people currently watching on YouTube, quite a few, you guys are certainly welcome to hop over to Twitch as well. I'm streaming on Twitch too. There's a lot more people hanging out on Twitch and talking and having fun. And I'm more likely to see your comments on Twitch as well, so I would encourage you. There's a link below my face, right down there, where you can find my Twitch stream, and you can come over here and hang out with us. Pretty awesome group of folks to talk to. So we'll see who makes the move. Oh my gosh, both Potion of Madnesses already. He's just trying to ping me down. Look at this. What a boss. He must not have a Shadow or Death. Alright, let's do it. Let's just do it. He's not on Anduin yet. He can Shadow Essence here. Hopefully he did not draw an Eternal Servitude, obviously. That would suck. That's it right there, I bet.
Last time you two came
really good.
over, we gave out a ton of candy. So, you know, it's safe.
That's pretty good.
Aha!
Okay. Let's take this. Oh god, what do we do, guys? Do we split our resources, or do we try to hit him for 13? I think we kind of needed to hit the Bone Mare to win, but let's split our resources. It's fine. Kind of glad we did now, of course. Kind of glad we did. Still not on Anduin. Eternal Servitude sucks still, but he didn't have it before, so I doubt he has it now. It'd have to be the top card. Another Shadow Essence. It has to be a taunt. Oh, God. The taunts! They're everywhere. I think we just play the little dudes, right? And hope that one of them gets hit. Really sucks he hit another Obsidian statue. That's pretty unlucky for me. I think now we died a Dragonfire Potion. Like, he could have hit Ysera. Even Lich King would have been a little better, maybe. Maybe not, actually, in this particular scenario. I like this bonus stream tonight. Thanks, Fire Bravo. It is fun, man, to talk the new expansion, hype the new cards. I know my face is covered up half the time, but hey, that's what new card... Well, actually, why don't we put this over here? Plenty of room. Hides my mana a little bit, but... Oh, sorry, whoops. Are these the cards from the new expansion on the screen? Indeed, they are, Dahatter. All new cards on screen. All new cards indeed. Oh, I missed some bits, guys. Some tiny bit donations, but hey, even the tiny ones count. Luxuria Unis says, here's a small donation to your pack money. Small. Hey, man, like I said, it counts, man. I appreciate it. Why would you ever... Oh, he's hoping to hit another taunt. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, my God. I mean, really? What is the deal? What are the odds, guys? Alright. This is lethal. Well, no, it's not, actually. He heals again off that. Do I split my resources yet again here, or do I just try to hit a 1 and 3? I think we have to split our resources again. It's just so much better to do it that way.
Aha!
And how have we not seen a single Vile Spine Slayer, by the way? Can somebody go ahead and talk me through that experience? Like, what's the deal there? Where are our Vile Spines in a deck that's all... I only did that in case Leroy matters. I think we're dead probably this turn, or very close to it. Depending on what he has here. But also, TD and Beast, dude, thanks for the 2 bits, guys. They really do add up, so thank you. Is Alunath restricted? Like, is it a reward for something, or I think it's way better than it is? I think maybe you think it's way better than it is. I mean, nobody knows for sure, right? But in my opinion, it's not quite as strong as you might think. Spirit Lash for lethal. Just Holy Smite. Okay. Cool. Like I said, I think we're dead. Really unfortunate. He hit the Obsidian statue every time. Because, like, Lich Kings would have been okay because we could have traded. Ysera's would have been amazing because we could have just ignored. But it's alright. Hey, Rita's just stopping by to say hello. Hopefully we'll have a chance to stick around later. Thanks, In Wilbur, dude. Happy to see you here. What are the bonus effects? They are Lifesteal, Divine Shield, summon a 1/1 copy of this minion, and I think return this minion to your hand. I'm not sure about that 4th one, but I think that's what it is. Something like that. Is this the same dude? I think it is. No, Matt was the last guy. Do you feel that from the current release cards, this could be another TGT? No. I don't think it looks as bad as TGT. I think Marin is playable in Priest. I think Kobold Illusionist has some potential. I think Unidentified Elixir's a solid card. I think Carnivorous Cube's a solid card. I think Guild Recruiter's okay. I think Wandering Monster's okay. Dragon Soul has some potential to me. So no, there are a handful of cards I think are solid on this. I mean, who knows if they pick their good cards or their bad cards to show. If they decided to pick the best 14 cards and these are them, then we might be in trouble. But otherwise, I really don't think that's the case. I think we're just fine. These look awesome! Yeah, they're the new cards, Spicy Memer, dude. They do look pretty cool. What does the Warlock Legendary do? So, it's a 3/6 taunt for 6 mana. It has a Death Rattle effect that adds the first seal to your hand, which is a 5 mana spell which summons you a 2/2 demon, and also gives you the second seal, which is a 5 mana spell that summons a 3/3 demon, and gives you the third seal, which is a 5 mana spell that summons a 4/4 demon. You go all the way up to the final seal, which is a 6/6 demon that gives you Azari, which is a 10 mana minion. Crap. Oh, he's at 4 mana, we're fine. I was afraid we're playing into the potion here for Kazaki, a little too hard. Azari is a 10 mana 10/10 that when you play him destroys your opponent's deck, but only the deck, not the hand. The problem with the card is that it takes 41 mana spent to actually achieve that effect. So very slow, seemingly takes basically forever to actually accomplish anything, which seems like a problem to me. I think we gotta go for... we gotta play around the Kazakis potion as much as possible here. I know it doesn't look like we did, but this stuff was all dead anyway. This lives, whereas if we'd played like Valinar, it would have died, so... This was the best way I think I had to play around the Kazakis potion. Yep. Like I said, it's going to give us a little trouble. I think we'll just slam Karen here. Gonna use my charge because I anticipate Shadow Blading either with SI or Valinar. He trades here, he heals, this goes to 3, we can just Shadow Blade it. If he doesn't heal, we can just SI it. Or maybe just weapon it with Valinar, who knows. We'll see. Reddit thinks that you will not be able to DE the golden copy of Marin. Interesting. I wasn't planning to anyway. I was going to DE the regular version, so to me it will be the same difference. Looks like we have to clear the Priest of the Feast here. Have we summoned? We did summon Patches. He killed it early. This is a fine answer to this stuff. Solid board here. Not a lot in hand, though. We need some bone mirrors or something soon. Vile Spines, maybe. I'm going to go ahead and be the one guy who thinks Rin is good, and when she is, I can act all smug and smart. Yeah. There's a 1% chance you'll get to be smug and smart. The one upside she has to me is that, like, a 3/6 or 6 is not miserable as a taunt. Like, you know, Jade Behemoth gets played. I mean, clearly the reason it gets played is because it summons an 8/8, though. That's the distinction, I guess, right? So, I don't know. I don't have much faith for Rin. She just takes forever. It's like the first 2 seals are awful. The 3rd seal is still bad. The 4th seal is average. And the final seal is basically still average, like a 5-mana 6/6. So it's like, can you commit 25 mana of average or below average plays and still be in a position to win a game? I don't think so. It's like that first 20 mana you spent is bad, which means you basically spent 2 entire turns on bad plays and then another 10 mana on average plays with playing Rin and playing the final seal, and then your reward, to me, is still an average play. So it's like 41 mana for 4 turns of average plays is not typically good enough to win Hearthstone games. That's how I view it. But Druid Legendary Weapon, summon a Jade Golem at the start and end of your turn. That might be the one card that could make me quit Hearthstone. Totally unrelated, but do you run Serenite Chain Gang in your hand buff Paladin? No, I don't. I think it'd be an okay fit, but I have never really played around with it. How do you get the ticket that gives you the golden Alaneth? I don't know if there is one. You can get a golden Marin with a virtual ticket. You just buy that on BlizzCon.com or whatever. Violet Illusionist, Cho'Gall, Bloodbloom. Is that all playable? How are you getting all that mana? Are all the legendaries the ones that will add something to your hand? I don't understand the question, Spicy Memer. I'm not sure I get it. Might be missing something. Tiny Areolas. We gotta beat Tiny Areolas, guys. It's got them tiny Areolas. If the meta stays as slow as it is now, you just kind of win. Besides, Ren doesn't need to be your only win condition. I don't know if you do kind of win, though. I don't have faith that Azari is that good. It's one of those... You sacrifice so much tempo for just fatigue value. And that, to me, is often not worth it. How do you beat, like, Highlander Priest there? Because, I mean, yes, you do technically maybe somehow eventually destroy their combo pieces, but it's like, it takes you 8 turns to do that, and you're already on turn 6, like, they've already drawn it most of the time. And they just hammer you over and over with minions while you're just playing 3/3s and stuff for your whole turn. I just don't see it. I hope I'm wrong. I want every card to be good, so I always hope I'm wrong on this stuff, but I'm usually not. Not to sound cocky, I mean, I've definitely been wrong plenty of times. He's definitely going for Dragonfire Potion. The question is, can we get a big enough Edwin here to negate the Dragonfire Potion plan, right? Like, we can take, if we can take it even to 6/6. So, well, he could silence it first, though, so that never really works with Edwin, does it? I think we're just going to Hero Power Pass. This is clearly enough to win the game next turn if he doesn't... If he doesn't, he's going to clear, though, so doesn't matter. Then we'll just reload. this into this. Boop! Hey, Dragonfire Potion, what's up, man? It's good to see ya. Okay. Do we ever Shadow Step this just to have more damage available? I don't think so. That shows our hand a little too hard. Plus, we might need it for Leroy Shadow Step. Exodia Warlock with the seals. The problem is it doesn't actually just win you the game. Oh, he's screwed. That sucks, man. It's tough. Tough draw, dude. Sorry, buddy. I don't feel too bad, though. It's Big Priest. That's how it works. What do the Spellstones do when they say upgrade? They get better. So it goes from summoning 1 minion to 2 minions to 3 minions, and it goes from dealing 2 damage to 4 damage to 6 damage. At least Regis called them daemons. Daemons! Did I say it like that? I can't believe it. The funny part is destroying your opponent's deck is not equivalent to something like Uther's in the game. That's actually what I'm getting at, Twitch BC. Yeah, you guys are ahead of me, it sounds like. They still have cards in hand. And, you know, depending on the deck, that might just be enough to beat you anyway. It just feels really slow. I feel like it's one of those... What are they called? Timmy cards? I think they're called Timmy cards. Don't know exactly what, but... Can we talk about the cube? Trigger-friendly minions death rattle seems pretty nice. Yeah, I like it. I think cube's kind of cool. Zoo would like it. Like, if Ravenous Pterodax is a good card, then Cube is a good card too, in my opinion. And, I mean, Ravenous Pterodax is obviously not played a lot, but it was being played a little bit there in Zoo, and I still think it's a card with some potential. So, I think we'll see Cube. I expect to see some Cube action, guys. Did you stay for the WoW announcement afterwards? Yeah, man. I don't play WoW currently. I did play quite a bit of Legion and played WoW a long time ago in Vanilla, but it looked pretty cool. I don't think it's enough to get me to re-up my sub, just because I'm so busy. But, it did look nice. I love cinematics. Anduin looked awesome, I thought, with his, like, cool lion helmet or whatever. What the heck was that? A buzzer sound. That was laundry finishing in the background. Someone's in my house doing my laundry. I don't think she'll come on stream, though. She's too shy. What if they'll add new Dragon Paladin cards? Man, I would like to see that. That'd be awesome. I expect a Cube OTK the first 3 days of the expansion. How do you do an OTK with Cube? I'm trying to think. Like, you could do like Leroy shenanigans. Maybe. Reincarnate Leroy type stuff, maybe? I don't know. There's probably better things than that I haven't thought of, but... That's all I wanted was to play South Sea Captain, dude. You have crushed my dreams, man. Ruined my hopes and dreams. I know, that kid went from cub to lion. The Wolf of Stormwind would be proud. Yeah, it was cool. Really awesome. SI 7's coming down. I think we might just South Sea that. Could alternatively just throw Zeril and do these kinds of things later. See what Zeril gets me. Okay, we have a lot of Shadow Steps. Give me that Keleseth anytime soon. We're just gonna play 47 Keleseths. Cube Blood of the Ancient One, yeah, we talked about that a little bit. Petition to get Miss Gilbin on stream. I doubt it. See you, Spicy Memer Man. Cube is It's bad on curve. It's really not that bad on curve, though. 4-6 in stats is kind of bonkers if you just play it on its own. You don't necessarily have to hit anything with it, right? I mean, if you had something on board and you were ahead, it would be worse, obviously. But, there's a lot of times that might just be a great 4-6 minion. Like, that's filling in some gaps. Just stats on the board or whatever, you know? It's not bad. We're gonna get Edwin's here, it looks like. I think this looks like an Edwin to me. Where's that Vile Spine at, dude? Get that Vile Spine, man. It's rude. I have to kind of backstab it now, guys, because once he takes a trade, I can't backstab it, right? Like, I want that 2 damage to set up the, It's not like I'm trying to combo out my Cairn. Chill out. Unidentified Elixir is great. Yeah, I think it's kind of good. I think it could be awesome. There are certain options that are better than others, but... please, God, give me, like, SI7 Agent or something to combo with. Bone Mirror is not very helpful. I mean... Silly Captain is not very helpful.
I am 13-3 with a win streak with a deck I made. I really like the new weapon mechanics. Does everyone get Marin the Fox upon login?
That cheer was all over the place, Spicy Member. But thanks for the 100 bits, dude. Grats on your win streak, by the way. That's awesome. And weapons are cool, and apparently you get Marin on Monday at some point. I don't know what time or login or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, everybody's supposed to get him. Hey Regis, I was thinking of doing a free-to-play run when Kobolds and Catacombs comes out. Any thoughts on how that could go? Oh man, we don't have nearly enough information about the cards, right? Or what's going to be common or what's not. Way too many variables there. And look at this garbage hand. We have to bounce this Firefly and just play more Fireflies. It's terrible, but I have to get more stats out. As soon as he bone mirrors something, I need these minions, right? This is just so god-awful. We just didn't draw anything meaningful in time. It's one of those times you just drew actual, just useless cards. So our goal is try to win the game with just, you know, all these dudes. Why do I feel like I missed a flame elemental? Pulled it back twice. No, that's right, I guess. Regis, did you know that Edwin Van Cleef was originally going to be the rogue hero? I didn't know that. That's cool. Valera has gained a lot of popularity, though. Not surprised they made that move. Plus, I'm sure they want like a nice gender balance, so wanted some females in there. So I'm not too stunned by that decision. We demand the fiancé. She's not listening anyway, but even if she were, I don't think she'd be. Oh, no way. Cold Blood, really? Ugh. Maybe it's not Cold Blood? It must be, though. What else would it be targeting? Oh, it doesn't matter. He has it anyway. Cool. Well, we just drew like absolute morons. Man, if I'd backstabbed instead of treated with my weapon, I'd be alive, potentially. That's interesting to think about. Maybe I should have. I was saving it to combo, right? Like, that was my thought. Like, save a card to combo in case you need to Vile Spine something. But if we knew the game was absolutely going to end the next turn, we would have been way better off saving that health total. Who knew, though? How could we have ever known? I don't think we could have. What's your absolute favorite revealed card so far? I don't know. I mean, are we talking like what I think is the coolest, or are we talking like what I think is the best? The coolest is probably Rin. Like, I think she's really cool, but I don't think she's very good. The best card so far to me is probably Unidentified Elixir. Like, these three, actually, maybe. Seem solid. I actually think Guild Recruiter's pretty good, too. I don't know why people don't seem very high on this card, but it seems really good to me. You're getting a 4-mana minion that you ran in your deck, which you like. And for only 1 additional mana, you're also getting 2/4 in stats.
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Like a 1 mana 2/4 actually seems pretty good to me, so I don't see the hate on this one. Plus, of course, you could cheat out 4-mana cards that have, like, charge and have... Okay. Like, 4-mana 7/7s that don't cost you overload, so... Of course, it's not always 4-mana, right? Unless your deck is built to support that. It could be 3-mana, 2-mana, etc. So it requires a deck that supports it, but I think that could exist. There's decks that can run, like, really good 3s and 4s that make this worth it, but don't run any 1 or 2-mana minions. And just rely on spells, right? So, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Why do you run Zeril and the 4 Prince in the same deck? I don't run Zeril. We got Zeril off like Swashbuckler. I don't have a deck tracker up, guys. I sacrificed it for the cards. Forgive me, but I think that's the right move. At the moment, I'd like to try Snow Giant with Lesser Sapphire. Yeah, I think they mentioned that one on stream. It sounds like a good... nice way to play cheap minions that have a lot of stats and just swarm the board with big old dudes. And whose sub was that? Let's see. That was Matt McLenathan. Matt McLenathan, dude. Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription, Matt. You followed a mere 2 minutes ago, and then you immediately subscribed, it would seem. So that's awesome, dude. Thank you for the instant sign of support. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, dude. That's a handful of subs tonight, like 3 or 4 subs already. 1,703 bits as well, so thanks, guys, for the continued support, as always. Looks like we got ourselves a token druid here. Spreading Plague is kind of insane if we get that far. We'll see if we actually do. I don't love my hands beyond Spreading Plague. That was a good backstab. Just get that Mark of Yasharaj target off the board. Hopefully he kind of whiffs this turn. Galactic Crawler is not a whiff by any means. That's incredibly strong. Tar Creeper's good for me, though. Don't have a good 4-mana play. I need SI7 agents, the best are on the deck. Or maybe just another Tar Creeper. If you're a new sub and don't have the Discord invite yet, let me know. Yeah, Tingus will hook you guys up. Taunt Warrior plus Carnivorous Cube sounds like a lot. An early handful. I don't know if that's obvious to me, that particular combo. Gotta clear the board, unfortunately. It totally sucks. This is a good 5, 6, 7, though, so... hopefully we're alright. This is risky to play against Token Druid because they have so many small things that can trade into it, but I have to play it. Like, it's gotta go down. What do you know? You have one of those too. Spreading Plague is pretty good against Bittersweet Hydra. I want him to living mana so bad. Just slam that living mana. Go face. Mark of Yasharaj instead. Okay. It's not nearly as good for Spreading Plague. Vilespine Slayer would be an insane draw, but I feel like we haven't seen a Vilespine in 4 or 5 games so far. It's been forever since we've seen one. That's 3, 4. Okay. Great news. Spreading Plague just got a lot better out of nowhere. Pretty happy about that. Got a little worse just now. Yeah, let's Valinar first, guys. I have to kill this for Savage Roar. I know it would be nice to have it around for Spreading Plague, because right now Spreading Plague is terrible, but I want this Valinar to absorb a 10/10 and heal for 4, right? And then we can Bone Mare through the 10/10 as well. Although, if he goes really wide, we might still Spreading Plague after taking some trades. Okay, that kind of worked as we expected. God, do we just Bone Mare our Bitter Tide? Does that kill me? I think that just kills me, right? Yeah, I don't think we can make that move. Goes to 12-10. Dies to 1 hit or 4 hits if he wants, and that's 12, yeah. Hey, Denami09, dude, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Guys, we've had a ton of subs today, everybody. Thank you for all the awesome subs, dudes. I really appreciate it, guys. Like, really, really. You guys are going above and beyond today. I think... Man, I could go face for 11. He trades here, he goes down to 8. This doesn't really theoretically threaten us. I think I'm gonna go face, guys. This is sort of risky, right? But that Bone Mare hitting in probably is good news for me. We could send in multiple small dudes into it again next turn, maybe even face tank it once. Oh, you can get through and we're dead, though. Crap! I played around Salvatore once before, but not this time. Ugh. I should have thought about that. I think we could have lived there. Humbler says, I just realized that I've been subbed you on YouTube for exactly 1 year, or close to it, because I discovered you with the Mean Streets reviews. Proud to have been a part of your community for so long. Keep up the good work. Thanks, dude!
Expansion hype. Sub hype. Regis hype.
Regis hype.
Hashtag how long will this hype goon?
How long will this hype goon indeed? Thanks, Mighty Rye Man, for the 100 bits. Appreciate it, Mighty Rye. That's awesome. Did we have another sub I missed too? I got really distracted there. Yeah, oh, I said it. Oh, wait, I missed Boilermaker, though. Did Boilermaker sub show up? I feel like I didn't hear Boilermaker, but Boilermaker, thank you for the sub. Denami09, thank you for the sub. Guys, we've had a lot of subs tonight. That's, I don't know, it says 4, but that's 100% wrong. It's way more than that. We're up to 256 total Twitch subscribers, so thank you, everybody. The new expansion seems really good for new players. Does it? I mean, Mary and the Fox being free is cool. I think the solo adventures is a fun new content kind of outreach for new players. There are a couple decent common cards here, it looks like so far. I don't think this is a very good common on Dry Gulch, but Kobold, Elixir, and Guild Recruiter seem decent. A couple maybe solid rares as well that aren't too expensive.
Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Oh my
Found out
god.
how to get my subscription notification to show up 3 days later.
Hey, In Wilbur, dude, nice. Thank you for the sub for 3 months in a row, dude. Happy to get it on stream. Oh my god, are you serious? Punished. I didn't want to get Potion of Madness. Well, I'm not going to. What exactly do you get from the solo missions? I think you only get the card back when you beat them with all 9 classes. I think that's it. All in, you say? I have no idea what you mean. Do we know what these upgradable spells will upgrade to? Yeah, they just get into better versions of themselves. This summons 2 and then 3 copies of a minion, and this goes from 2 to 4 to 6 damage. Dry Gulch is just poopy. Nobody wants Silver Hand Recruits in their hands. I have to say I kind of agree. I 100% agree with you. Unless there's some sort of crazy synergy, of course, that pops up we haven't seen yet. It just doesn't look very good. Is your Flappy Buff Pally linked anywhere in Discord or on Hearthstone? I think you can Google it and find it on Hearthstone. If not, Yoshi might be in chat and have the link handy. I don't know for sure. But it's definitely somewhere. You can, in fact, access it, I know. Man, he just Shadow Word Deathed. So maybe we actually just Edwin here? We don't have a great Edwin, though, do we? It's pretty clunky. Wouldn't even be that big. Edwin, Shadow Step. Edwin is 4 mana. Yeah, it's not even that good. I think we just play this for body. I think we're playing a big priest, by the way, not Raza. It's Kanye, so we gotta be careful. Kanye's pretty smart. But we have a terrible hand. Yeah, there it is. We lose. You have the death and the pain early. I don't see how we ever win here. We'll try, but it just didn't look good.
Here we go.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do it! We can kill an Arthas, or a Lich King, I mean. We can even do it without using the Edwin, so we can Bone Mare one of our minions if we want. Play around Dragonfire Potion a little bit. Second Shadow or Death. Great. Perfect. Just what we needed. I'm late to the stream. Rundown on how some of the cards work. Do you have questions on any specific ones? I mean, these get better as you do things. These weapons activate when you meet conditions. Well, this one just activates all the time, I guess. This has 4 effects it can identify into. Like a bonus effect, it picks 1 of 4 randomly, apparently. And those include Lifesteal, Divine Shield, summon a 1/1 copy of that minion, and add this minion back into your hand when it dies, I think? Like, that's where it'll get this minion again, from what I remember. You can't play 5 attack minions against this guy, apparently. Oh, he had every death and the Anduin on 8. It's such annoyance. Oh. Cool. I guess it's not that annoying. Oh, there's some justice in the world. See you, Kanye, buddy. No, your victory proves nothing. This is the first time I've seen you tilted before. You weren't here last night then, I guess. I got really tilted once last night. I don't even remember what it was, but it was something I got really mad about. Like, really genuinely tilted. That was pretty much funny tilt. Does anyone know if your Twitch ID is the same as your stream key? I don't think so, Yoshi. I think your stream key is like some kind of weird string of letters and numbers, from what I can remember at least. Something unique and different. Rogue. Yeah, let's just go for that. We want to hit that Kel'Theth, really, more than anything. We haven't had Kelly in a while, I feel like. That last win was something. That was a bit of a freebie. Pretty happy we hit that last win. Was not expecting that one to come. Give me that patches. Give me that patches. There he is. Takes forever. I wish they would increase the summon speed on that. It's just unbelievably slow. Just brutally, just punishingly slow. Still to this day. Good start here. Good start, guys. We're on a good start. What does the Warlock Legendary do? It gives you a series of spells that summon demons and give you the next in the series of spells. And, eventually you get a minion that destroys your opponent's deck. Regis, answer me! Okay, the Arctic Guard. Maybe, since you ask so nicely. Do you think the new Dragon Soul can carry Dragon Priest deck after Operative Dragonfire Potion and Netherspite are all gone? I think it's not enough. Yeah, I agree, because what is a Dragon Priest at that point, right? Without Dragonfire Potion and Operative, there are no, like, Dragon Synergy cards, hardly. In fact, I'm not even thinking of one at all at the moment. Is there one at all? Maybe? Oh, man, there's, like, great lines here, but I can't get to them. I think we just Shadow Blade. And unfortunately take this bad hit. Really wish we could have done this and weaponed, or done that in Jade Shuriken or something, but didn't really help. Edwin, Cold Blood, plus what? That's gotta be a concede play. Yeah, like that's a pretty good lead into a concede, it feels like. How have we not gained more ranks? What? I don't have Deck Tracker up, but God, it feels like we've played a lot of games and won a lot of games, but I'm still not ranked 9. I don't know. Do you think the €50 pre-order is worth it? It's always worth it to me, so I think it's worth it, but I haven't seen all the cards. I really don't know, guys. It's hard to say. These seem like good cards to start. What are all the cards on the screen? They're the new cards from Kobolds and Catacombs, the new expansion that was announced today. There's a bunch of cards on screen, in fact. Okay, sure. Looks fine. Maybe we should have kept that Tar Creeper against Warlock, but I really want Keleseth. It seems unfair that priests get the freaking Dragon Soul and they have the audacity to make it subpar. It's the freaking Dragon Soul. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool if it had like a secret hidden effect that killed Deathwing or something, right? That'd be awesome. What do these cards upgrade to? They upgrade to better versions of themselves. The 7-mana version summons 2 copies and then 3 copies, and the 1-mana spell goes from 2 damage to 4 damage to 6 damage. That's definitely 100% going to be the last time I answer that tonight. This has been the most common question. I wish I had space to put up the other versions or actually had images of the other versions, but I don't have either of those things. Too bad it wasn't Regis Thickbin in Booty Bay. Well, I'm just glad it's not Pirates, honestly. How does Recruit work? Recruit means summon a minion from your deck. You summon a random minion that meets the conditions of the Recruit. So kind of like Shadow Essence or Barnes, but without the health debuffs associated with either of those cards. So it's, you just get the full health version, the normal version. Bit like that effect, though. Kind of a big priest style effect, almost. Can you bless my Whispers of the Old Gods pack for our 1-year anniversary? Sure, man. Sure thing, Humbler of Mortals. Your pack has hereby been blessed, man. Thanks for 1 happy year together. So sweet. Why aren't Kobolds a tribe? I don't know. They haven't really been doing the tribe thing as much lately, it feels like. It's a pretty good SI. We may not want a weapon here next turn, so I'll hold this weapon charge. We'll see. Recruit's probably the most boring mechanic yet. I don't think it's more boring than Inspire. Inspire was kind of boring. Both just sort of do a thing. I mean, Taunt is kind of boring if you just talk about, like, actual boringness. A lot of sort of boring cards in that regard. I don't think we're ever going to get a big Edwin, so let's just go for this Edwin, right? Do I want to kill this thing or just go face? I kind of just want to go face. I think we get punished by Hellfire pretty bad. But even that's not terrible because this minion would die to a Shadow Blade. But it's really just Hellfire that hurts. I don't think that... Well, actually a second Despicable Dreadlord would be pretty good too. Not like terribly good, but would kill 2 minions. But I like the face damage. We gotta kill this guy eventually, right? I'm really not that upset about that. I mean, yes. Are these just better than this? Yeah, might as well. 4/4 and a 5/5 is not bad at all. What's your favorite new card? I think it's the Ooze right now. I think Carnivorous Cube. I like the name a lot. The theme is pretty funny. The effect seems cool. I like the design of it. I like cards that have like trade-offs like that. You kind of have to be smart to build decks and plays around them. Will Bards always sound another legendary, or is it all chance? It's all chance. It's just people build their decks so that they usually only have one other card. Or, you know, not one other card, but only have legendaries that, or other good cards that get summoned by it, right? But you can see that in Big Priest with Obsidian Statue in particular. Will you be running the numbers on what 3-cost minions can be hit with Wandering Monster once the cards are all released? I honestly probably won't run those numbers. Somebody will likely run those numbers, but it won't be me. But I will probably talk about it. Can you imagine getting the legendary weapons out of Blingtron? I think you'll be able to, Nitro. I suspect, based on the way those things normally work, I think you'll be able to get the legendary minions. 100%. Don't care about my health total this game, and I don't want to build the board too much, so I'm going to do this that way. Like, I'm wasting the immunity, right? But I just want to spend the mana. I want to get the combo effect here, so I wanted to save this. It was my only other 3-mana play to easily kill that Doomsayer, right? So, because Twisting Nether is incoming, I don't want to play too many minions, right? Even though this is a 4/4 for free. This is a pretty good board against Twisting Nether because we keep the Cairn into the Bone Mare. Skulking Geist, I don't care about. Gnome for Ratu. Thanks! You just killed a dead card and gave me an amazing one! That right there summarizes why Gnome for Ratu is not always a great card, guys. My question is, do I Bone Mare or Bitter Tide? I think we always just go ahead and Bone Mare here. It's another one of those things where you just split your resources as much as possible. He has Siphon Souls, we know. So we have 5 damage guaranteed from hand. Cabal Chemist can also give us damage with Potion of Madness and Felfire Potion. I don't really want this 2/3 to die in case I get Potion of Madness. It's a 2 damage bump. He will maybe trade it in. Maybe not. We'll see. Might just Twisting Nether us. But he dies if he does that on board. So we can't Twisting Nether here. He has to Siphon Soul, trade, and then he's still dead to the board. So I don't know how he gets out here. A Taunt Minion maybe? Something big, Bone Mare. Cold Light Oracle's not going to get you there with only 4 mana left. I think he's about to concede. What's this, Matt? Defile? Is there a good Defile? No. Well, maybe with that. Let's see. What's he got for Defile here? I don't think this dies, does it? No. With no spell damage left. Anyone else crapping out every few seconds? Just describe my whole life, Wheatley balls. That sums up my existence. Man, I'm way behind on chat again. Regis, can you read my last message? Yeah, maybe. On my second arena ticket, I got Druid Mage. I proceeded to draft the most insane deck ever, a 77. Wow, dude. And you went 0 and 3. That's tough, dude. That's real tough. Sorry to hear that. I think Recruit's an awesome mechanic, can help your curve during the game. Also, these cards will give you some board presence without too much sacrifice. Yeah, I like Recruit. I think it's going to be good. Well, I don't think Gather Your Party's that good. Because, first off, it's totally random. Unlike Guild Recruiter, which you can control a little bit, right? Like, you know what you're going to get. You can build your decks in ways to make it feel better. Well, this is using a lot of cards, but I think it's worth this early. We have a pretty good hand on top of this, so we should be okay. Like, you know, best case scenario, like, what do? You get a 6-mana Yasharaj, right? But is that much better than what Big Priest and Big Druid already accomplish? Often not. Big Druid is playing Yashiraj by turn 6 as well. And, you know, you have to run a very specific set of things to get Yashiraj or whatever other card you're trying to combo into, Lich King or whatever it is. But, like, the max mana discount you can get is 4 mana. The max. And that's if you... You know, that's if you perfectly get Yashiraj. You get Sarah, it's a 3 mana discount. If you get Lich King, it's a 2 mana discount, which just aren't that significant in the scheme of Hearthstone. Priest is playing those cards for 4 mana with Eternal Servitude, and that's what makes Big Priest so good. But that's sort of the high roll-y version of Recruit, whereas I think Guild Recruiter is the more consistent curve-based version of Recruit, and I think that version is going to be way better. I think that's going to end up with a much more consistent result than does the other one. So, we'll see. I'm going to watch your video and head to sleep. Good night. Yeah, Holocene. See you, man. Thanks for watching the video, of course. That's always good when you do that. Always like that. Whoa! Deadly shot, man. You might want to have deadly shotted this one instead, since it heals me for 6 every time, but we'll see. But 8-4 Leroy. This is probably just playable next turn, if we don't have anything else to do. Depending on what's on board, of course, but might just be able to play Leroy for 8. I heard you say Kobold Illusionist is a good card. Can you please explain your thought process? Because I don't seem to grasp it. Yeah, so we can talk through Kobold Illusionist. Do I actually just play Leroy here, guys? I don't know. Now he can kill it on board, so no, definitely not. I can't do anything good. Oh, wait, do we get a Patches? Yeah, we have Patches still, don't we? Oh, my God. Patches. Dude! Patches, you're good, man! You're really good, Patches. Oh, shoot. Shoot. I wasted 2 damage just now. Well, no, I don't know. I wasn't originally planning to kill this, then I decided it might be a good idea, but I'm actually still not going to kill it. So maybe I didn't waste any damage at all. We'll see. We might regret this for kill command, but I don't... This guy's... Is he running this, or did this... No, that came off Joel McCaw, so who knows. Anyway, Kobold Illusionist. Let's talk through Kobold Illusionist. So, what do I like about this card? Oh, what was my pirate? Oh, just the 2-1. That's fine. Who cares? I don't care about that. I think you gotta play Leroy. Oh, never mind. You don't have to play Leroy. You can just play this. God, do we just hit this? Like, no, I don't care. Yeah, Bone Mare and Leroy, like, we'll be fine. Kobold Illusionist, though, so, a couple things, like, there are a lot of cards that can, it's sort of like Barnes, right? In a way, it's like Barnes. Instead of your deck, though, it's your hand, but there are a lot of minions that benefit from being 1/1 versions of themselves, but still have strong effects. Like Death Rattle cards, for instance, are fantastic. When you pull free 1/1 copies of, like, Karen Bloodhoof, for instance, that's nuts, because it's a 1/1 Karen, just like when you do the same thing with Barnes, or a 1/1 Yashiraj, or a 1/1 Malygos. So there's some combo potentials happening there. But, I mean, that's not necessarily the only thing. Like, just Death Rattle synergies exist as well. Some ways to utilize that for Death Rattle. So there's, like, shenanigans, there's combos. It's kind of just 4/4 in stats anyway for its cost, which, although not good, isn't actually terrible. So there might still be some ways to make that viable as well. At the end of the day, it's just, I think there's a lot to the card. And Rogue is good in those sorts of scenarios where it can do sneaky things and cool combos and find ways to make those things work. So I suspect we'll see Kobold Illusionist do some fun stuff. I mean, imagine it with, like, even just like Devilsaur Egg. Like a 1/1 Devilsaur Egg would be crazy to get off Kobold Illusionist. Who knows for sure, but I think that's what we'll see. Can't possibly get through this, right? And even if you do, there's the 7/7. So, oh, he's trying to hit me for a lot, but we're still at like a bajillion health. Yeah, that double Kelliseth did some work this game. Hey Regis, I was wondering what the upgrade means for the spellstones. Oh, I wish I had a way to write this on screen or something, because it's the most common question of the night. Maybe I'm going to let chat start answering. I'm just not going to answer that question anymore. It's certainly not your fault, Blue Extra. You haven't been here. You don't realize that it's been asked 1,000 times already. I don't hold it against you. But it has been the most common question of the evening. So I'm just going to let chat start answering the upgrade questions instead of myself. So everybody else doesn't get sick of hearing it, because that has been a very, 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 very common question. The most common of them all, in fact. Guys, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, if you didn't know, I'm also streaming on Twitch right now. And I do tend to read more comments on Twitch, and the Twitch community is much more active when it comes to commenting. So I think if you want to hang out with some cool Hearthstone folks, and you want to chat, you're going to get a much better experience on Twitch. So I would encourage you to click the link below my face in the description to head over to Twitch and hang out with us. I think you'll have fun, to say the least. That's a pretty good draw. Pretty good top deck, guys. Who needs Shadow Step? Don't ban me, please. I don't know what you said, but you haven't explained upgrade yet. What does the text mean on the Warlock Legendary? I think I've answered that quite a bit as well. Chat, why don't we explain that one? What does the Warlock Legendary do? Druid Weapon? We don't have a Druid Weapon yet. This is Priest and Mage up top. There will presumably be a Druid Weapon. Well, there will be for sure. They announced as such. We know for a fact there will be a Druid Weapon. We don't know what it is yet, though. I'll probably do a 3D crafting video about all that stuff. What I think the weapons might do or might be. Be cool to theorize some of that. Be really fun to come up with ideas and everything. Serenite Chain Gang, okay. We don't have a lot of great ways to push through these, but we can. We do need to clear the board. We're ahead on board, so we're okay. I think we have to Tar Creeper Hero Power next turn, save the Flame Elemental to activate the Vile Spine on 6, and then we have Bone Bear on 7. We're in a good spot. Soulfire could change the math a little bit here. That's totally fine. We'll weapon that down with the Valinor here. South Sea Captain better than Tar Creeper? I don't think so. Yeah, it might actually be a little better. The Flame Imp's going to threaten the Valinor anyway. And the South Sea Captain does have more preemptive attacking. Oh, did I just miss health? No, it didn't matter. That's good news. We were going to go back to 28 no matter how we did it. This can attack into more stuff. Maybe a little worse against Doomguard. That's one consideration to make. Because he can Doomguard now and kill the 4/4. And that kind of wastes our Vile Spine, but every other card and play, I think this is a little better against. If he doesn't play something big, which he's not, because he doesn't have the mana. This also dies to Soulfire, but he didn't Soulfire the Valinor, so I don't think he's holding Soulfire by any means. Aha! Okay. Yeah, we can't Vile Spine yet. We want to Vile Spine something good, right? I don't have a way to kill that. Sad. Makes the Doomguard a lot better too, because he can trade both in and out of the Tar Creeper. What if there's a card to discover legendary weapons and it includes Atiesh and Ashbringer? Well, that would be really cool, Guadalupe. I would like to see that. Hey, Brother Orange, how's it going? Hey, Wizard Guy. Do I think... the Wizard Guy, you wrote, hey, Regis, do I think Marion the Fox will be good? And all I have to say to that is, I don't know what you think, the Wizard Guy. But I think it'll be okay. I think there are going to be decks that are able to play Marion the Fox, yeah. That's basically my assessment.
Aha!
Some of these guys do actually run Mortal Coil, so I think I'm going to attack this way. Wait. No. These have to go this way. Alright, I just don't know how we lose from here against Zoo. We're so far ahead. This board is just unbelievable. It's 2:30 a.m. here, but I'm loving the stream so much. Sleep is for the weak anyway. Nice. Thank you, Humbler Dude, for the kind words. Don't get yourself in trouble or anything now. Don't get in over your head. If you need to go to bed, of course, you should go to bed. Alright, I guess I lose to Twisting Nether if this Zoo runs Twisting Nether for some reason. But otherwise, I think we're fine. I think we're okay. New Reno incoming. We do need some more Reno cards soon before the next rotation. Kazakis is going to be rotating out fairly soon as well, guys. Like, just 5-6 months at this point. Boom, level 8 now. Rank 8 now. We were stuck at 10 seemingly forever, but I don't think we've lost since then. Let's shout out some of the followers tonight. We have Cereal Bowls, FF2222, Brother Orange, Aaron, 0118, Wheatley Bowls, Frankster, Sea Monsters, TDM Beast, RNDM Briadro, Big J Styles. All new follows tonight. Thanks, guys, for the follows. Appreciate it. Alright, this is a good start with coin for sure. So this is the same dude, right? So it's probably Zoo again? Yeah, same dude. Oh, that's a good hand too. Backstab's nice. Okay, don't play a 1-drop, don't play a 1-drop, don't play Firefly, don't play Firefly, don't play Firefly! He played Firefly. Oh, well, hello. Don't draw patches, don't draw patches, don't draw patches. Like, that's our goal now. We just need to dodge the patches and we'll be fine. If we can summon a giant patches, though. Gonna be in a good spot next turn. Everyone who logs in before November 6th gets a free Marin. Oh, okay, cool. That's the condition, huh? That's nice. Oh, wow. Aha. Great draw. Unlosable game, I think, maybe moving forward. Maybe not unlosable, but hard to lose. Hard to lose when we have a 3-3 and a 3-4 and a 1-1 and a 2-1 out on turn 2. Look at this turn 2 board and tell me this is fair. This is broken. South Sea Captain coming down is also going to buff 2 of these. Get real. Like, what? It's a good patches, but should he hit... no, he takes the value trade for sure on the... Oh, no, dude. You left me the Pirates, man. No! No, why would you do that? You left me the Pirates. Oh, you left me the Pirates. Don't do that. Don't leave me the Pirates. It may not be worth it to clear there, but probably is. Serenite Chain Gang comes down. We have a lot of good trades, of course. 2 mana is not much to work with here. A single Bloodsail Corsair. That's kind of sad. Oh my gosh, how much damage do I have right now? An absurd amount of damage. I don't even care. Who cares about the combo? We're just... like, this board is broken. Why did you turn to the dark side? I'm only playing this until I get to 500 wins, and then I won't be playing it anymore. Is the 10 mana 10/10 a demon? I honestly don't remember seeing the tag on the card, but the name and artwork would suggest that it should be a demon, I think. Azari, the new card? Let's see. I do have that somewhere in my review I posted. Where is Azari? It does not say that he's a demon, but I feel like he should be a demon. I don't know why he's not tagged as a demon, because he looks like a demon, his name suggests he's a demon, certainly the theme of the card suggests demon, but it didn't say demon. It looked like a Pit Lord. Yeah, it does look like a Pit Lord. The artwork suggests Pit Lord. It's kind of fuzzy based on the stream we saw, but... Do you always try to play against MC Tech and Spreading Plague? No. I probably should, but I don't try to. Blue extra dude, good tries. You'll get there. I got faith. Hey, Charlie, the sniper kid. How's it going, man? I hope you're doing well today. Wow, again. Cool. Do we keep this for, yeah, let's try. Well, we're not going to play this, though. We're going to play this and then this for patches, so let's pass that back and look for a Firefly or something. Leroy's not good. It is a demon. You guys are saying that, but the artwork they showed on stream did not say demon. I screen capped it and cut it. It just shows a minion that's not a demon. Maybe they just didn't show it? I don't know. Maybe it was wrong, maybe they updated that, I'm not sure, but... Do we have evidence that it's actually tagged demon, or just that it should be a demon? Do you have Nimsy? No, I don't have Nimsy. Never got Nimsy yet. Now see, that does show Azari as a demon, but why didn't the version on the stream show it as a demon, I wonder? It should be a demon, I'm glad it's a demon. That's certainly the right call. Don't have Shadow or Death. Maybe should have played this one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have a lot of good death targets anyway. Makes... Oh, speaking of good death targets... The fact that he just doesn't have it... Well, we don't know if it's Raza yet. It might be Big Priest still. Never mind. Confirmed. Not Big Priest. Is there any way in the world he got deal 4 to all and polymorph a minion? There's just no chance in the universe that's what he got, right? I can't believe there's any chance in the universe he got exactly that. We'll see, I guess. But doesn't it polymorph first, even if it does? Yeah, I think it polymorphs first anyway, so that may not even help him. I think that was the... I think we've experienced that before. I wanted it to do the other thing, and it did not do the other thing, and I was sad. Spirit Lash incoming? No? Holy Smite incoming? Spirit Lash incoming for sure. Is that even enough? Maybe. And Holy Smite, yeah. It's pretty good. Oh, Shadow Word Pain instead. At least we have a 13 plus 6, so we're not there yet. A little left still. Still in an awfully good position though. Bone Mare, Leroy, a lot of options. Death is gone. Dragonfire Potion's good here, but Bone Mare will give me close to lethal. This is 3, so we're a little off. He's still not on Anduin yet either, so... Oh wait, did I just missed lethal, didn't I? What was he at? We had Leroy for lethal, I think. This only added 4, and this added 6, so we definitely missed lethal just now. I'm so set on Bone Mare. Didn't he? He's gonna hit his own face anyway. How close are you to 500 with Rogue, so we can get back to your good mix of classes? think we're like 475 probably by now. No, 481. Really close, it turns out. Does Aluneth lose durability over time? No. Presumably not. All of the other weapons that lose durability whenever they satisfy their thing, their action, say that. Atiyesh says loses 1 durability. Sword of Justice says loses 1 durability. So the presumption is that they do not. Can you play Grinder Mage? It'll help you build the deck you need. I could play Grinder Mage, but I'm not going to tonight. Like I said, I want to hit my 500 wins with Rogue ASAP so I can stop playing Rogue. I have played Grinder Mage a few times, though, this expansion. It's been fun. I like just, slow control style decks pretty well. Often seen playing them. Do you think Rogue spell, throw your weapon and put it back in your hand will be good? Doomerang might get way better with a legendary weapon. Yeah, we'll see. Of course, we don't know what the Rogue weapon is yet, so who knows for sure, but good chance. Harrison Jones, 5 mana, 5/4, draw 3 cards, destroy your opponent's weapon, OP. Yeah, Harrison, oozes all seem better. Do you think Paladin Shredder is the best target for Guild Recruiter in Wild? Maybe. 4 mana, 7/7 is not too bad either. Of course, you have to build your deck in a way where there's no other minions that are below 4 mana. Or at least, you're going to risk not hitting your desired card some of the time. Might still hit it a lot of the time, but... this is unlikely to be good. So that sucks. He's still 1 mana off the potion, so I'm not worried about the deal 4 to all yet. There are other things to worry about. Shadow Word Horror is not particularly good for us. I don't know. There's Potion of Madnesses, all that stuff too. Mind Blast is actually really good. We're going to destroy that 3/6. I guess we'll just pull back the Firefly here. We need to play 0-cost card, right? So... I'm not going to play it yet. The board is pretty susceptible right now to the Kazakus Potion, so we'll just hold. Arguably, there's a lot of games you'd pull back the Vital Spine right now to protect it and get its Battlecry back, but against Priest, there's not that many things we need to destroy. Like, the biggest minions they play are Velen and Raza, both of which we plan to ignore moving forward. I'm actually considering pulling back the SI7 agent to have some damage in hand. Because if you look, next turn, we have 6 mana. We could play 0, 2 damage, 4 damage, 9 damage next turn. But I also want to save this for, like, Leroy and stuff. And we have this SI as well, so we don't really need to. I think we can just hold. Should still be able to satisfy the same amount of damage. Oh, surely he's just dead now. I have a lot of damage with Mind Blast. I don't know how much, but it seems like more than enough. More than enough indeed. Just didn't play anything this game, did he? Man, I felt like it was just... Like, these minions just live forever. He must have had, like, the full combo, Anduin, Raza, and all that stuff, but... Velen, but no early game removal, and just got squashed. We are flying, guys. Let's see. Medivh is rotating out 2 people. Yep, Medivh is going to be gone. We have a full expansion, though. Full 3 months, where we're going to have legendary weapons and Medivh, so... How do you get the card list as you play? I don't know exactly what you're asking, but there are deck trackers you can download if that's what you mean. I don't have one up right now, though, so it's weird why you'd be asking that of me currently. Guys, we've had a lot of viewers tonight, despite BlizzCon going on right now. Like, there's a lot of viewership competition, I presume, on Twitch. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Appreciate it. I think we just hold and play. I don't know what we do. We probably just weapon on 2. Let the pain. Yeah, 33,000 people right now watching the Play Hearthstone tournament, of course. I am currently the number 8 stream for North America. So thank you, everybody, for the North American love. Or, I should say English speaking, not North American. It's not the same thing. Well, crap. I don't want to give this guy a ton of cards, and now he just has a lot of great ways to draw cards, unfortunately.
What do those cards say? I can't see them on mobile.
Well, there's a lot of cards to talk about. So I don't know if I can read all of them, Smash Potato, dude. There's... you might just have to like pull up a Hearthstone site or somewhere else to cover them all. It's a lot to go through. But thank you for the 500 bits, Smash Potato, dude. That's awesome. It's gonna put us over 2,300 bits for the night, man. So thank you. What a way to join the stream. Just dropping bit bombs left and right. It's beautiful. So beautiful. I want to get this loaded up, but like I also don't like this turn very well.
How's the new expansion hype been going? Excited to watch your vids and this stream back later. Smiley face.
Rachel, it's great, man. I guess I shouldn't say man, but Rachel, it's great. Thank you for the 100 bits and the kind words. I think you'll have some fun watching this. I've explained the cards a lot. It's wearing a little bit thin, but that's to be expected. It's nobody else's fault. I mean, people want to know about the cards, obviously, so it's quite reasonable to ask about them. Just my voice, I can already sense my voice kind of wearing out a little. But that's, again, to be expected. Nothing surprising there, but I recorded videos earlier today, and now I'm streaming for a few hours, so my voice is getting a little pooped. Oh boy, we are screwed, guys. How did we get I didn't even see this. Where did this come from? He misplayed. He should have silenced his Lyra. What is he doing? Definitely good old Lyra silencing jokes, guys, to get a stream going. What was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, but Smash Potato, I really wish I could read the cards to you, man. I think the highlights are the legendary weapons, if you haven't heard of those yet. And a lot of Kobold stuff, a new keyword called Recruit, which basically just means summoning a minion from your deck. Nothing more, nothing less. Stealth is pretty good, Bone Mare, isn't it? Ooh, hey! These are 2 interesting cards, but Anwin right now is terrible for me. It's fantastic for him. It's game ending, 100%. Dragonfire Potion's also pretty good, as it would turn out. I don't know how we beat the Twilight Drake here. He's gonna have a lot of damage coming at me here. I think we just go as big as we can since he played Dragonfire Potion. He might have another one, of course, but what choice do I have? We're dead to Inner Fire. A lot of stuff kills me here. Not Raza, though. Oh, what is that? Shadow Madness does not actually kill me either. We're alive, and that's the best thing to be. And in fact, I think we can clear the board. And even gain some health. Well, what do you know? This turned out to be a halfway decent turn. I mean, I think we're still screwed long term, but we're not out of it. He has to get the board back, and he has to find some damage. This hero power is not terrible. It's not zero cost, but Shadow Blade allows me to clear with preserving some health too. And it's a shot. We flipped it somehow. What do you know? Turns out Raza is Anduin's a pretty good card, guys. Oh, that's not good though. Shoot. Well, that's a good draw. Gotta play Karen for the stats, right? Gotta get body on the board. We need this to live. Oh boy. There goes Karen. At least the front half. Also, that's just a lot of damage hitting my face. This is a Dragon Raza deck. I like it. It's cool. I made a... This is the one of the very first decks I made in Frozen Throne. Or at least similar to this, of course. Well, I just can't play this. We're dead no matter what, I guess, actually. So, that sucks. There's nothing to do here.
Shadows consume you.
He has to be unable to play 2 cards for me to win. He has to have all 8 or all 6 mana plus cards for me not to win here. Or for me to win here. That's gonna be tough. Reeds, what do you think the new meta is going to look like once K and C will be released? Man, I really don't know. It's so hard to say. We have only seen 14 cards out of 130. We've seen about 10% of the cards. A little over 10%, so... Hey, Appleson, dude, how's it going? Rip win streak. Yeah, we were really rolling there, too. We had a huge win streak going. 18 more wins to go, guys. I might switch decks because I'm getting a little burned out, though. Although I think we were clearly winning a lot of games. And it would be wise to continue playing that deck. I just want to mix it up some. It's good to mix it up from time to time. Those cards around the display are the new revealed cards. Yeah. I made room for every single card. Wish you hit Legend by week 2. Yeah, the pace we're going, it's not impossible, is it? It seems like every month lately I've been hitting Legend faster and faster. I don't know if that's me or the meta or just playing more Hearthstone. I'm not sure what it is, but we do really seem to be moving. I'm looking at all the other Twitch streams. Nobody has, like, new cards up on their screen. Am I the only person that does this? Like, aren't people excited about the new cards? Why don't people put the cards up to look at?
I'm super excited for the Warlock Legendary. It might suck, but I love me a mean deck.
See? People are excited. Don't people want to see the card? I said, aren't people excited about the new cards? And Manta Ray, not a mere second later, says... I'm super excited for the Warlock Legendary. Great timing, dude. I couldn't have asked for a better cheer, Manta Ray. And of course, thank you for the 100 bits, man. And I agree. Like, I don't think the card will be good. I do not think it's a competitive deck kind of card. But I sure think it's going to be fun. And I'm definitely going to try to make it work. Like, that's obvious. You know, I think we'll just play the Chillblade here. It kind of takes a nice value trade. I like a lot. And this is still a decent turn 5, so... And the Divine Shield potentially shuts down the Giant Wasp. So, there's no way he unsheaths this Wasp to take this trade, is there? No way on earth he would make that play. So we'll probably just kill Kazakis and play Corpse Taker. How come Warlock never gets good legendaries? Mal'Ganis and Jiraxis are its only good ones. I don't know. It's a good question, Guadalupe. It does feel like they have not gotten a lot of great legendaries, though. I can confirm. This changes our math. It depends on what we get off this guy, though. Stealth does not help us against the Kazakis potion, unfortunately. We'll take it. That means that we'll play this. So that if he decides to Kazakis potion, he, oh, but that's bad because of the 2-2. Oh, no. Crap. I forgot about the 2-2 still. I had wiped it out of my brain because of the Corpse Taker. I thought, oh, the 2-2 is not a threat because of the Corpse Taker. Thankfully, the Kazakis potion did not punish my idiocy. There is some justice in the world for myself, not for him. What? We never get it! I can't fathom it! It blows my mind how we never, ever, ever, ever one time get Wind Fury. Most OP deck ever in Hearthstone history. Amongst really good players, Patron Warrior. Amongst most people, Undertaker Hunter was busted. Absolutely broken. Is anyone else having trouble with the audio on the stream? I don't think anybody else has mentioned it, jerks. So if they are, it's been a quiet suffering, which makes me sad, but I think it's been in the clear so far. I think this has to be a good Bone Marrow turn on the Skelemancer. Trade there. 4 to the face. If he hits here, we probably trade back into it instead of going face. Depends on the fledgling, of course. Silence. Ooh, interesting. He's going to kill the fledgling. Nice. That's pretty good by him. Does that change anything? Does Tarim look better? No, Tarim looks worse than anything. Okay. Regis' K and C reminds you more of League of Explorers or Mean Streets? Definitely more League of Explorers so far, thematically speaking. From a card standpoint, nothing so far feels like oppressive to me, like a lot of the Mean Street stuff has been. I mean, Dragon Soul could be frustrating, I guess, if opponents like really high roll with it, but I don't think that's going to be the case. This plays me into Anduin a little bit. But so does this. And this gives me the weapon, so I think I don't care. And it gives me an 8/8. So we just, like, kill him if he Anduins, right? Skulking, guys. This burned. Cool. I don't even know if he was an Anduin deck, honestly, but maybe. Regis, earlier you said Inspire was a boring keyword. I have to disagree. Joust was the worst. Joust was not boring, though. Maybe I wasn't clear enough that what I meant by boring. I didn't mean boring is the worst. It's just kind of boring. In other words, it's predictable and consistent and not particularly like interactive or exciting. Like Joust was not boring. It sucked. It was not playable, but it was fun. It was interesting to watch it happen. Inspire, less so. There were a couple Inspire cards that were fun, like Nexus Champion Sarad is a pretty awesome Inspired card. Maybe a little bit too RNG oriented, of course, like a lot of things are, but still kind of fun to watch it. But in other words, Inspire just operated through a mechanic that we all already know, which is the hero power. So it wasn't like particularly new or exciting or interesting, right? And Recruit is kind of a mechanic we already know as well, right? Like it's just a Barnes style effect, a summon style effect. It's not like new and interesting or visually compelling, or it's just boring. That doesn't make it bad, and it's fine to have boring mechanics too, by the way. It's just because it's boring doesn't mean it's terrible for the game or anything. It's just a little boring. Thanks for the deck change and class change. Yeah, sure thing, Matt, excuse me. I read your name as Malt at first, which is funny. I was happy to change too, so. I get tired of playing the same thing after a while. And I don't even like Rogue that much. I just want to get those wins. Want that golden Rogue. It's time. Oh, wow. Thanks for the cards, buddy. I dig it. Drew me that Kel'Seth, man. Never, ever, ever, ever trade in Quest Mage unless you think you're protecting an asset. This is a really good tool in this matchup for Doomsayers, but also for big frozen stuff. The one problem in this matchup with Spellbreaker and us is that our big stuff is typically big because we've buffed it, and you often also silence off the buff whenever you silence the freeze effect as well, so that can be bad. This would be cool if we thought our board was going to live next turn. Well, actually, we don't want to debuff Grime Street. This might already be a Frost Nova Doomsayer turn. He might already be thinking about it. What do? We probably play Stonehill. Well, no, we probably play Wicker Flame. No, we play Chillblade Flame Elemental. Just to get as much stats out as possible. As many stats out as possible. This might both be grammatically correct. Recruit works like Discover? No, no, no. It's just, you just pull it. It just pulls a random card. Just a random dude. It's like a Barnes style effect. Which keyword is the least boring? Well, Death Rattle is not really very boring, I don't think. Just because the variance of all the different Death Rattle options is so high, like so many different things can happen off of a Death Rattle, you know, it's just the trigger, it doesn't really... I like this actually getting buffed. I want to play like a 3-drop and a 2-drop, but we don't have a 3-drop and a 2-drop, so I don't know. Just play the Fledgling, I guess. I can't even think of all the keywords, guys. Lifesteal's fine, Charge is fine, Taunt's boring, Battle Cry is pretty cool, I guess. Alrighty. Maybe just 2 3-drops here. They're actually fairly big, so there's still a lot of pressure. Ooh, Abomination is interesting. It's one of those cards that has unavoidable damage sometimes. And if he, like, Frost Nova Doomsayers with Ice Block up, this will still kill him. So that could be a really good tool for me. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Really interesting asset to have. Regis, have you played Tavern Brawl yet? Yeah, dude, I did. It was fun. We only played one because I just dominated it. But what do you think about Hunter getting control cards? It's hard to say if it's going to be good or not. Maybe. What do we have? 7 mana? Still no good 2-drops to play. Gonna do this for 7 mana. It's 7 damage. No, 8 damage, but that doesn't really... I don't know. I think this is still just better. Probably. It's just off curve, though. Sunkeeper is bad for me. No, I'm going to do this. We have taunts to protect the Fledgling, so I like having the Fledgling. And this guy is also just a lot of pressure, so... Dies to Flame Strike, I guess. Maybe we should have played one non-Flame Strike thing, but... It'll be okay. We can reload a little bit. I don't even know if these guys run Flame Strike normally. It seems like it's too expensive. It's usually all Blizzards and Frost Novas. Hey, Regis, me and my cousin are watching your stream. Can you say hi? Sure thing, Ruler of Chaos. Hello to you, Ruler, and your cousin. Hope you guys are having a good night. Hyped up about the expansion like yours truly. I'm certainly enjoying it. Oh, here's the Frost Nova. No, never mind. Holy crap. 8, 12... 16? Okay, so it's definitely block. And I think we're going to double silence those Doomsayers, guys. Oh, no, wait, no. Oh, wait, no! No! Oh, wait, we can still do it. Yeah, we can still do it. Perfect. This is exactly what I was talking about. We have lethal. It's exactly what I was talking about, guys. This is precisely what we were talking about. Lethal. This is why we got this card. Ice Block, you say? What does Ice Block not do? It doesn't trigger on your own turn. Ha ha ha. Genius plays. Really pretty average plays, but still important to see it and get it, and basically gives you a free win there. Please read my previous message, says Humbler of Mortals. Let me find it. I think I'm going to bed. I want to watch your new video as well, but I'm tired, so it's for tomorrow. See you around. Sure thing, Humbler dude. Have a good night. Save it up. There will be another card review posted tomorrow as well. I didn't review all the cards today, just about half of them, so you'll have multiple things to watch at some point tomorrow. We'll also probably be streaming some tomorrow, so thanks for hanging out tonight, though, Humbler man. Do you think the new Hunter control cards will synergize with the hero card? Well, I think I was on a train of thought there, and I missed it, Spicy Memer. I lost track of it somewhere during that game, where I was basically saying that, you know, the Rexar does support a more control-oriented style, so maybe these Control Hunter cards are kind of pushing in that direction for a reason. They've always wanted Control Hunter to be a thing, but it's just never done it. Regis, when will the sale for Knights of the Frozen Throne packs be out?
Aha!
If you mean Kobolds and Catacombs, I think you can already pre-order it. But I'm not actually sure what you mean, because you said Knights of the Frozen Throne. I don't know if there is going to be a sale. Like, if they're going to be cheaper or anything, I'm not sure. See you, Yoshi, dude. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the deck list. As always, man. The Gamer97 says, I'm not saying it'll be for sure in the meta, but Control Hunter sure seems possible in the next expansion. I think I agree, the Gamer. I think you're right. I mean, when you say things like can be possible, of course, you know, you're leaving a lot of room for error, essentially. But I do agree. Regis, if you don't mind me asking, what part of the U.S. do you live in? I live in the Midwestern United States. I grew up in Southern Illinois. The new rogue weapon seems insane. I haven't seen a new rogue weapon. Is there a new rogue weapon out? I don't think I saw a new rogue weapon. Maybe you're talking about the Dungeon Run card? That's not actually a collectible card? The weapon with poisonous, I forget what it's called, but it's not a collectible card. Maybe you got confused on that one, I'm not sure. Not Ohio, woo. No, thank God I don't live in Ohio. I say that, but Ohio might not be so bad, right? I don't know. I don't know what Ohio's deal is. I've only been to Ohio once, and it was a pretty terrible time, but that really didn't have to do with the state. That was more the company. Also, do you think the Shaman here will be useless now that Gadget's in and Old Gods is rotating out? I don't really think it will, no. It's just going to be different. It's going to be about, like, bigger minions and, like, negative effects and utilizing those synergies. I don't know if it'll be a top-tier deck, but I think it's still playable. I was browsing all the cards in Hearthstone, and I noticed something. There are a lot of bad epic cards. Yeah, there are. I've noticed that, too, specifically because when I've made videos in the past about, like, the top 10 epic cards and stuff, those kinds of videos, it's always been hard to find 10. It's gotten better lately thanks to things like Primordial Drake and Ultimate Infestation, but in the past, there were very, very few. Like Doomsayer. South Sea Captain didn't used to be good, so this added to the good epic card pool a little bit. Second Soulfire already. Man, he's all in on these Soulfires. I think it's going to pay off for him, too, just because of the way our... Oh, maybe not, actually. This is a really good draw. I was going to say our hand is bad. Cairo or Carbondale, Southern Illinois? More Carbondale. Cairo is literally the southern part of Southern Illinois. But I went to school in Carbondale. Went to SIU. Did we talk about how cool the single-player dungeon sounds? Might be hyped for that more than the new cards. Fresh and free modes are a win. Yeah, I totally agree, Gerger. I think it's going to be awesome and great for Hearthstone. I'll definitely play it some. Maybe not a lot, but it's going to be fun to experiment with. I'm going to make a video or two on it, too, on the treasure cards that have been revealed so far. Regis, is the Hunter secret any good? I think it might be okay. It's hard to say for sure if it's any good, but it seems solid. Alright, let's make him have to kill this fledgling somehow without... He might have a Doom Guard, which would be a good way to kill it. But that's it. Then we can Sunkeeper pretty good too. If he Doom Guards, we have a solid Sunkeeper turn. And we heal for 8 here most of the time, because both Soulfires are gone. We're in an incredible position right now. Looks like the fledgling lives. I think it's still a good Sunkeeper though. Yeah, it's still a pretty good Sunkeeper. Just clear his board. Is Grime Street ever better? No. Let's just... we'll have to clear his board. We want a Sunkeeper first in case we get a buff on the fledgling, right? We won't hit Wind Fury, though. We never do. We never hit Wind Fury. I am so sick of not hitting Wind Fury with this card. Lord Draxus, dude, thanks for the bit cheer, man. Appreciate it. Do you think they'll add weapon removal? I don't think so. I think we have enough. Indani says, I'm from Cape. Yeah, I used to go to Cape all the time, dude, to hang out. Eat dinner down there, have some Andy's frozen custard, hang out like down on the river and stuff. Cape was always a nice little trip. Not too far, you know. Oh my god, it's unheard of. We actually hit Wind Fury, guys. GG. We got a card we wanted. First time in history. Well, I don't think you win here ever if you're the Warlock. Are sets rotating out when Kobolds comes out? No, they'll rotate out in about April. Early April, somewhere around there. Something weird in my arena run, says Citrix. Never pick Kelliseth, and it's not on my list to the right. And I draw it every game. Really? That is weird. I'm not sure if there's something I'm missing there, but that does sound very suspicious. Do you think Aldeneth and Cube will be broken in Arena? No. Well, Cube might be pretty good in Arena. Just frankly, a 4 or 6 or 5 is solid in Arena. It's like you're fairly happy when you see Spiteful Smith in Arena because it's not the worst card. So you've got something that isn't terrible, and that's sometimes a good pick in Arena. But yeah, it could be really good. It has some downside in Arena. Like, if you only have a Boulder Fist Ogre and you only have Carnivorous Cube, do you play it? Like, do you sacrifice the Boulder Fist Ogre now? Probably, because you're happy to, like, trade the Boulder Fist Ogre in, and then you have 2 Boulder Fist Ogres coming, right? Like, that's a lot of potential value. So it's probably very good. But Aldeneth, well, actually, maybe Aldeneth's better in Arena than Constructed. There are those turns in Arena where you're like, you just desperately need cards. You're like a little bit ahead or even on the board, and as long as you find some cards, you can contest the game. Although I don't think it's gonna be like broken. It might be okay. But the downside, of course, right, is that you draw the cards at the end of your turn. Unlike something like Arcane Intellect, which draws you a couple cards, or even Sprint, which draws you a couple cards, you don't get to use those cards immediately. It takes a while to take advantage of those cards, and that's a pretty big downside. Do we know what the first seal is? Yeah, we do. Chat, why don't we explain it to JJ? I'm going to lose my voice if I explain the seals and the upgrades anymore. I'm going to go insane. Not JJ's fault, but just a very, very common question. Very common. I watched you in the morning on YouTube a few times. You usually stream in the early AM. Yeah. So I have a schedule, guys. If you're looking for my stream schedule, it's below my face. There's a link down there. It'll say, like, view my stream schedule. I have a full calendar of all the days I stream. It's a pretty consistent schedule. Monday through Wednesday, I stream for what is the early morning of the United States, or I think basically about the early afternoon of Europe. And then Wednesday and Thursday nights, I stream what is late for the U.S., 7 p.m. my time in the Midwestern U.S., Central Time. But you can see the schedule. There's a time zone converter link as well, so you can figure out when that is, if you want to watch, of course. Not, that's fine too. Okay. Guess we're playing this. We're gonna lose the spreading plague anyway, so maybe should have played this, but doesn't do anything either. So who knows? I need to draw like Grime Street, or what do I need? Hey, things that aren't terrible do happen. What do you know? Just in case here we hit another weapon, I want to have that charge gone, because it might make the difference between lethal and not lethal, right? But Bone Mare here should give me a lot of damage. Like, if he just Jade Behemoths, Spreading Plague, okay. That's not too bad. We can't kill all of them, but we can kill most of them. I think we'll buff the Firefly. A bunch of medium-sized things like that's usually pretty good against Druid. Go ahead and take that. I don't see. I mean, it makes it susceptible to Wrath, but well, I don't have any 1 damage, so maybe it wasn't worth it. Rallying Blade could make a difference, I guess, if we top deck Rallying Blade, but not many things help me there. We're mostly in a great spot right now. He's just going to Hero Power and Suicide. Second Spreading Plague, okay. We can hit him for 4 here. He's going to UI next turn on something. Something to keep in mind. Alright. We should have done this first, I think, technically, but who cares? Wicker Flame's fine. Both Spreading Plagues are gone, so we have no reason to hold this anymore. I just don't know what you do. You UI 1 minion only. You UI the... It doesn't matter, you're dead if you UI, so... We're totally fine. Regis, do you think Warlock will have some new cards that will reduce the spell's mana cost, or perhaps use health instead of mana? I hope, though. That'd be a cool mechanic. And it would definitely make Rin better. If you don't have to spend 5 mana on these spells, yeah, that would help a lot. Particularly the first few. Those are just so punishing. Okay. The UI is just not going to do it, buddy. Even Innervate, Earthen Scales might not be enough. It's possible if he's big. We haven't really seen him play any big Druid cards. But he doesn't play much Jade either, so he might actually have that. Exactly what I described. No, just Hero Power. 12 is not enough, though. Appreciate you trying, playing it out, but... I love beating Druid so much. So good. Rank 6, guys. We are flying. This is day 3 on the ladder, and I'm rank 6. I feel like I used to hit rank 5, like... 3 weeks into the season. This is nuts. All cards seem bad except for cubes, has been from work. I don't think so. I think unidentified elixirs got some potential in a certain kind of more aggressive priest stack. I think Kobold Illusionist has some potential. I think Marin is decent in priest, maybe. I think Dragon Soul might be okay. I think Guild Recruiter's okay. I think Wandering Monster might be alright. I don't think anything is, like, great. I haven't seen a, like, you know, class-defining Tier 1 kind of card yet. But I do think there's a lot of playable stuff. Stuff that's kind of in the middle. 3 and 4 star minions so far. Or cards, I should say. Man, guys, we have 128 viewers on Twitch right now. Thank you, everybody. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream if you're new around these parts. Appreciate you being here. Feel free to chat if you want. Feel free to lurk if you don't. I like the lurkers. I'm a lurker. I identify with the lurkers the most, frankly. Makes me so sad I can't get past 10. Man, it's early. Right now, rank 10 is really good players, right? Most people at rank 10 were probably still legend last month. Like, people are still grinding up. Rank 10 right now is an incredible achievement. Oh, Citrix, you had the Kelisath from Malkazar. I see, buddy. That makes sense. Regis, how many packs are you going to open when Kobolds and Catacombs gets released? I don't know for sure, but probably... do we rather just chill blade? If I spell break and trade, theoretically the 2/3 has to hit the Righteous Protector. I think I'm just gonna chill blade instead. It just feels really bad though to chill blade into half of a minion. This dies to so many things anyway. Like this dies to soul fires. I think we're just gonna spell break instead. Well, it's gonna die to Mortal Coil. It's gonna die to like a million things, right? Like maybe it lives, but I don't want to invest too much in it, and I'd rather just have the better minion out there and use this when we need it in a pinch, and when we might need the heal too, right? But we have a great 5/6, so... Oh, Patches is gonna be clutch here, yeah. It's a good Patches. Oh, no, I wouldn't have done that. I would have... Well, maybe I would have, I don't know. It's probably alright. I think we just grind street and trade. Unfortunately, it's only 2 minions, which sucks, but there's a chance it lives for the Spike Ridge, which is really nice. I think it dies to Doomguard, because he has so many cards in hand, he must have a Doomguard. Like, what? He hasn't been playing anything. Or Soulfire, of course, but we'll see. And it's the Doomguard, right? It's a buff Doomguard, which sucks, because we can't Rallying Blade it. I was kind of hoping for that. We can Chill Blade, but then we just Hero Power, and that feels like garbage. We can debuff the Doomguard, but that doesn't do anything. Can't play this yet. We could still just Fledgling and Hero Power the Patches down. The Doomguard feels compelled to trade into the Fledgling. We can finish it off with a Rallying Blade. That gives me 7 mana next turn, though, which isn't very good. I think, really, we just Chill Blade the Doomguard and Hero Power. I think it's probably okay. We could, well... You know, we could take a value trade here. He did not show a preponderance of playing Mortal Coil against the 3/1. Most of them don't run Mortal Coil. We can sustain 6 damage. Let's do this. This seems okay. It's a little greedy, but it's okay. We had 80 viewers on YouTube when I came from there an hour ago. It's a good amount of total viewers. Oh, Despicable Dreadlord's bad! Forgot about that card. That's the punish. That's the punish. Shoot. It's alright, though. What type of players at rank 13 right now? I don't know, man. Probably people who finished inside of rank 5 still. I mean, it just depends on how much you've been playing. Oh, great news. Sick. I love it. What? It's a lot of guys, man. It's not cool at all. It's like so many guys. 7, 6. He hits me in the face for 8. This has 3 health. This has 4 health. This hand is just garbage. This is really bad. Really bad. It's my fault. We played into the Dreadlord, but why did he have the Dreadlord when we had that Fledgling at 1 health? Like, I felt safe. I had a false sense of security because our Fledgling lived through the 1 health turn. I don't have my deck tracker up, so I don't know when he drew. I'm not paying that close of attention, obviously. Oh boy, we are screwed for sure. Little late, buddy. Little late. Last turn wouldn't have helped either, though. It's not like it matters. Sorry if this bothers you, but can you move the picture so I can see the rank of the other players? You can tell. I mean, they're always going to be rank 6 or rank 5, right? Right now. Arguably rank 7, maybe. But there's you should be able to tell the icon. Like, that was the sea giant icon of rank 5. Like, I mean, I can scoot it over a little, but you should be able to tell. It's not going to matter too much anyway. Can you climb to legend in 1 day after a new season? I can't, Q8. I mean, some people have and can. It's hard, really, really hard. But I certainly can't. The fastest I've ever done it's probably like 2 or 3 weeks. So here's the 7, right? Not the same as my 6. And, well, I moved it over. You can see it now, so it's not a relevant discussion anymore. But I'm not good enough to climb to legend in a day, nor dedicated enough either. I'm not either thing, so I will never climb to legend in 1 day. Even if I played 24 hours, which I wouldn't, I would pass out from exhaustion, and I still wouldn't be legend at the end of it. So, this is pretty bad, but it leads into the coin Wicker Flame, so we'll see. Blood of the Ancient One plus Carnivorous Cube plus Play Dead equals 2 Ancient Ones. Yeah, it works if you can keep your, for sure, if you can keep your Blood of the Ancient One on board into your Carnivorous Cube. And if you can build a deck that doesn't lose all the time because you're holding on to a 9-drop, then you'll be good to go. I mean, it's a cool combo. I'm not trying to crap on the potential, but it is going to be hard to pull off. You, Lori, says, where can I find this deck you're using? You can probably Google it. It's, I suspect if you were to Google Regis Gilbin hand buff Pally or Flappy buff, it would probably appear. I think somebody has put it on, look up Flappy buff Paladin on Google, and it should be the #1 result. Yeah, Flappy buff Paladin, #1 result. Somebody put it on Hearthbone. Some kind soul. Appreciate it. There's no way this is Murinity, right? Like, just no chance. It's like a grinder mage, control mage, whatever you want to call it, so Jaina mage. I can't even understand why Marion gives the 0-8 to your opponent. That doesn't make sense. It's kind of like a pinata you hit for loot, right? Like, It basically requires you to commit 8 damage to something to get a reward, so it slows you down. And Marin is already a bit of a slow card, so it's essentially... this does draw me fledglings here in this deck, but we have good curve. I feel like this is a little more protective. Oh shoot, this is not a grinder deck at all. This is a... Oh boy, I wish I hadn't done that. This is straight up an aggro deck. Apparently. Or did he... He hasn't created a Murinity, has he? I'm not watching closely enough. I don't think he cast a Primordial Glyph or anything. Regis, is Dragon Soul busted or is it just me? I don't think it's busted. I think it's good. But you spend 3 mana, right? And you're not guaranteed a result by any means. Whoa! That meteor! Holy crap. What a baller, dude. You're not guaranteed a result right away, and in fact, it's not that easy to get a result. Not that hard either, because Priest has a lot of cheap spells, but they have to come from somewhere. So that means either your deck has to run a ton of cheap stuff, which means your deck is not always great, because you got a lot of cheap cards that don't always do things you need them to do. Of course, there's Potion of Madness, Power Word Shield, cards you kind of typically run anyway. So you're probably not compromising that much at the end of the day, but you still have to compromise something. You have to compromise a little bit. And, this is gonna get pinged off, so I think we actually just kill the best minion, right? Like, we just kill the 3/2. Because if we take like a value trade, it just gets pinged off anyway, and we don't really gain anything, so just kill the best guy. Stabilize behind these big dudes soon, hopefully. We're still at 27, so we're not that susceptible to burn yet. Ugh, that doesn't help, though. Gross. Do we Lich King or Tyrion? I never know the right answer to this question. I think actually we Spellbreaker and Eldor Peacekeeper is what we do. I don't think we do either of those things. Okay, is this Counterspell? I haven't even thought about the secret one time yet. Anyway, the chief spells have to come from somewhere when you're running Dragon Souls. That means you're compromising your deck, or you're building your deck in a specific way, or you're having to bounce off Lyra. You're burning through cards in your hand, which means you just lose card advantage a lot of the time for a potential tempo advantage. So again, there's just a lot of iffiness about the card in my mind. Basically what I'm saying. Mirror Entity is actual just... Oh my gosh. I hate Mirror Entity right now. I have to buff this one in case it's Mirror Entity. I don't have a choice. Okay, not Mirror Entity. Cool. Is this Vaporize? No. Okay. Kind of wish I'd killed the 2/2 now. I need health. Dead to double fireball. We have lifesteal minions, but none in hand, obviously. There you go. I think somebody said something about that, didn't I? Feel like I heard somebody say double fireball. Anybody hear that? I heard that. We're dead to double fireball. I wish I was playing a fast mage. I like fast mage. So anyway, that was my spiel on Dragon Soul. It's good. Just needs a deck. Needs a thing to support it. Hey Reese, where can we get this deck list? You can get it Googling Flappy Buff Paladin. Or like Regis Kelvin Hand Buff Paladin. I normally run a deck list on screen, but since we have all these new... cards to show off. I've sacrificed some real estate, obviously, to show off the new cards, so deck list is missing. I think you guys will understand that's a reasonable trade, at least this one day a year. Reese, will you do a video ranking the video? Oh, the weapons. Yes, Brayton, yeah. Yeah, when they all get revealed, of course. Yeah, like I always do. And the class legendary minions, too, probably. Do you think Kobold Illusionist would be good in Miracle Rogue? Maybe. It's good with like Gadgetzan Auctioneer. If you were to run things like Sherazin in Miracle Rogue, which happens from time to time, it's pretty good with that. There are certainly a lot of cards that it would support. I think we can play these. We have a lot of value generation in hand, so playing for a little more board right now is okay. It kind of sucks because we're probably going to Rallying Blade this anyway, and if it attacks, we sort of lose a health total. No, okay. Never mind. It's fine. Totally fine. This may not get buffed, guys. A lot of people would kill the Mana Worm there, but we don't know that it's going to get buffed. And even if it does, the only damage threshold on it that matters is 2. And that was already a 2-attack minion. If it goes to 3 or 4, we don't care. Like, yes, we theoretically take a little extra face damage, but that's fine. Mostly, we just want to protect these minions as much as possible. We have to attack this first in case that's Mirror Entity. We made that mistake last game. Sure. Looks like Counterspell. Weapon removal just got a major buff. Harrison Jones is going to make its way back into the meta. Yeah, maybe so. Rita, did you watch the Invitational? No, man, I didn't have any time to. I've been streaming and creating videos and stuff. I don't even think I'll have time to watch it in hindsight. Like, I don't think I'll have time to catch up on it or anything. So, I may never know who won. I'll maybe read a recap or something. It's Fallen One says, I see where you're coming from, but even if you play it and summon one dragon, it's good value and it can get even better. think the way to look at it is you're committing just 1 card and 3 mana for something that works already in most, if not all, pre-stacks. Seems really good. Yeah, it's one when you sound like you're disagreeing with me a little bit, but I think I agree with you completely. I gave the card 3 stars on my review, I think, which is pretty good in my mind. Like, 3 stars means it's a playable card. Like I said, I think it's going to be played. I didn't mean to sound like I didn't think it was a good card, because I think it's pretty decent. In fact, it's going to require the right kind of home. I don't know if you toss it into everything. I think Reno is the right kind of home, by the way. I think Highlander's the right kind of deck for it. But Big Priest probably doesn't run it, right? It's not a one of in every Priest deck by my calculation. Doesn't work in Big Priest. Doesn't work in Dragon Priest. Honestly, probably just because there's not that many cheap spells. But it works really well anytime you have Shadow Visions and Radiant Elementals. It suddenly becomes a pretty relevant card. And those decks often, too, have some spare mana laying around where they don't even really mind committing to it. So I 100% think it will be played. So I don't think we're disagreeing at all, It's Fallen One. I think we agree quite a bit. Maybe I wouldn't call it really good like you do. Probably just call it good or playable. But nonetheless, solid card. Arcane Missiles? Oh, ping, okay.
Make some room by the hearth, won't you?
Hey, I kill you, dude. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, sir. Appreciate it. I kill you, man. That puts us at 257 Twitch subscribers, guys. That's a lot. That's not an all-time high or anything, but it's higher than it's been lately. So thanks, everybody, for the continued support. Kobold Illusionist could be used in Malagos Rogue. Yep, that's another use we've talked about. Malagos, all kinds of combos. Man, both polymorphs. That sucks. Top half of the deck, both polys. Like, that's tough, man. Ugh. I guess we just do this. He probably has AoE for this, but really, I thought like Tyrion right after the poly felt pretty good, but there he goes, just second poly. Ugh. Tough. But we can get another Tyrion or two, but now we're just giving him a lot of time to get to Jaina and stuff. Like, he might play Jaina this turn. I don't want to see Jaina. That Meteor? Yeah. Garbage. Those do not play around Meteor at all. Everything dies to every instance of Meteor there. Immunity test. Okay.
Aha!
Like I said, there are more Tyrions, I guess. What is that secret? Spellbender, maybe? Guys, thanks for all the follows that just chimed in. Wow, guys, that's hilarious. Darklink Cubies, thanks everybody for the new, fresh follows. Hope you guys are having fun on the stream tonight. Regis, do you think the Druid weapon will be related to taunts, or armor, or jades? I think taunts is probably the best option of those that you mentioned. Seems like taunts would make a lot of sense to me.
Put your faith in the light. Justice.
And the reason for that is because they gave us Hadronox, and usually when they kind of tease a big legendary or big kind of set piece like that, and the Strong Shell Scavenger as well, usually they follow up with that. What is happening to my board right now, guys? There's a lot going on right now. What is the deal here? Walker Crawler. Okay, so we have 8. We seriously don't have Ice Block Lethal right now, somehow on Earth. How? 7, 8. There's no taunts that give us +1 damage. The Spellbreaker certainly doesn't help, so I guess we just Lich King. But it's kind of annoying we don't have it. A lot of good things here. Death in the Cave is pretty solid, because if he freezes the whole board, we can still hit him for 3. This is good against the first Water LE if he plays Jaina right now, which I think he will. I expected Jaina to come down because it's like his last resort. Flame Strike instead. Interesting. Does that... They have another Frostbolt left? Oh, finally Mediz LA again. Okay. That's not bad. This looks like Death and Decay, but I think Death and Decay is going to get counterspelled, right? We can find out. Mana Bind. I don't really care about that. Weird series of animations, I feel like, just now. That was strange looking. Sure, Wicker Flame. Why not, buddy? You're kind of hard to kill. Do we get 100% dust refund when standard rotates? No. I don't think we do we? No, we never have before. Because you kind of knew when you were buying into it that it's not going to last forever. Especially this last set. Sorry I'm late. What is your initial impression of the new expansion? Looks cool so far, man. I like the theme. Seems fun. Seems like they're really enjoying creating the cards. I don't love Kobolds a lot, like as a race or whatever in WoW. Like that's kind of boring to me, but can he freeze my face? No, but second ice block. Okay. Oh, that could be barrier too, which is funny. It's obviously not. But despite that, they've done a really good job making Kobolds interesting and funny and giving them like personalities and different like interesting. Some are spellcasters. Some this is a jailer. Like there's a lot of cool, funny Kobold style things. Do you think the new expansion will make Glacial Mysteries better? No. That card just seems desperately, terribly slow. Just unbelievably slow. Can you give an example of that? The setting up a mechanic in one set and following up with it in the next. Probably. I have to think about it for a minute, though. Well, hand buff is one example, I think, right? Didn't they give us some hand buff stuff, but then not deliver on it all the way? Well, not really, I guess. I'm trying to think. Have to think about cards from a given set that are popular now based on the previous set. What do we see here? It's like mostly going to be legendary minions. Sure, chat has already answered with good responses, is my thought, but I don't know if chat saw your comment or not. Trying to think of good examples here. Hold up. Okay. Well, for instance, well, this one's kind of backwards, but Jaina interacts with mostly Unguro cards, right? Like, she's an elemental synergy card. She kind of does her own thing to some extent, but she clearly works with elementals, which was from a previous set. I'm trying to think of other good examples here based on sets I'm looking at. But it's not easy to think of any. Oh god, game. Is this the same guy? Yeah, so we know his deck's slow. I'm still not really seeing any good examples, but I'm sure there are some. I'm gonna have to give up here shortly though, because I can't think of anything good. Chat come up with anything? Maybe, but I don't see it. Regis, doesn't it make you wonder why Kobolds don't have their own minion class? Yeah, they could. But they probably just didn't have any, like, synergy cards to fulfill that or make it interesting. Raza and the DK Ando in 2 sets later? Yeah, that's not a bad example, actually. Maybe, like, Thief theme that Rogue has. There have been a lot of Thief themes. I mean, Discard is another one that kind of bounces around like that some. This is really bad, guys. We're in a tough spot. He got off to a very fast start. I thought this guy was a slower deck based on what we saw last game. Maybe we just played him in a way so defensively that he had to be defensive and slow, but he's not really. Lifesteal was a good idea, but the card sucked. Well, it is a keyword. I think it'll come back. Like, we've already seen it come back a little bit. It's an unidentified elixir, so they're obviously not totally done with it in their mind. Yeah, you know, this actually worked out okay in the scheme of things. We have a good 5, probably a good 6, maybe. Not guaranteed. Your Crushing Walls card on screen reads Cushing Walls. Yeah, it does. I blame Hearthbone. I got it off Hearthbone. They typoed it, obviously. I'm not going to be able to fix it now. How has no one said that until right now? It's been like 2.5 hours and nobody has mentioned that to me. At least not that I saw. Maybe somebody did and I missed it. But yeah, that's been there for 2 hours, guys. Or actually 3 hours. I've been streaming for 3 hours. And by the way, guys, I am going to go soon. I'm 100% losing my voice and getting really tired. It's been a long day. Been up a long time, so probably just maybe one more game after this one and I'm going to call it quits. No deck list today, Noggerfogger, but if you Google like Flappy Buff Paladin, you'll be able to find a deck list. Promise. Oh. I think we're much happier with Mirror Entity than we are Counterspell if I make this play. And by the way, I'm going to do this out of order intentionally, guys, because I want to be able to kill. Well, do I really care? I guess it doesn't actually matter. Let's do it this way. This is probably just better. I was thinking I wanted to... Okay, not Immunity. So that makes that decision a little easier. Pretty big Lich King incoming. Cushing Walls. They overcosted lifesteal. I completely agree, Fallen One. It's too expensive. It's just too slow. You think Spirit Singer Umber will make a comeback? Maybe. I mean, we did have kind of a Death Rattly expansion, though, and she still didn't find a lot of success, so it's iffy at this point, I think. Best case scenario is it's kind of iffy. Look at this Lich King, dude. Dies to Meteor and everything. Well, you know he had a Flame Strike, but was that gifted or was that real? If he has a Flame Strike and we lose our entire board, I'm gonna be sad, like I said. But we have a really good opportunity here for Hero Power Sunkeeper trade. We could have killed that last turn, but it was gonna take like our whole board. And I didn't want to do that, so now we'll eat a Meteor with this, and then we'll play Lich King to follow. Because if this dies to Meteor, that's okay. It's Lich King we really want to survive. It might get polymorphed, of course, but... Here's the Meteor. No, just Frostbolt? Oh, Firelance Portal. Wow, okay. Now that could be Mirror Entity, so we can't play Lich King. We have to Aldor. Okay. Oh, whoa! Okay, that's not what I expected at all. I think we Spike Red Steed here. If it does get... maybe we go face first. I really don't want it to get Spellbendered, of course, but I think it's going to get Counterspelled. Mana Bind is not awesome. A free Spike Red Steed's pretty good most of the time. But at least we still got the value. Like, it wasn't totally denied of us. That's Fireball plus Spike Red Steed. Yeah. Okay. I can live with that. We have a good Lich King turn. Let's Lich King. He just used all that burn, obviously. Do I trade into that? Probably not, honestly, but I might as well. KFC was not Death Rattle based. I had a lot of Death Rattles. That didn't say they were good or bad, but my point was that they obviously played a lot of Death Rattles with the hope that some of them would stick. How many Death Rattle cards were there in KFT? I don't know for sure, but there were a handful. Mostly they were the sort of, you know, if this dies on your opponent's turn cards, which that mechanic seemed to fail. I don't know if Blizzard thought it was going to be better than it was or not. But it was still a very Death Rattle heavy expansion. And I don't think you can challenge that too easily. Whether they were good or not, it's a different discussion, but we're talking about Blizzard trying to design for a card. Obsidian Statue is a great Death Rattle from the expansion. Blood Razor is a good Death Rattle. Bone Drake was a good Death Rattle. Mountain Fire Armor is a played Death Rattle from the expansion. Well, Meat Wagon technically got a little play, not much, but technically a Death Rattle from the expansion that sees play. So there were actually 5 or 6 Death Rattles there that did, in fact, get played. Man, I did not pay attention to this turn nearly enough. I think I just missed one. Oh, we can hear about it, it's fine. I'm even playing Skelemancer right now, and other people play it a little bit, but not really. I don't think that's a serious Death Rattle card. So you think Priest will still be OP in the expansion because Highlander is quite broken? Yeah, I think Priest will still be good. And to name the one Death Rattle, Obsidian Statue is the one good Death Rattle from Frozen Throne, although there are a handful. Regis, do you think Ben Road will post a rap song? No, because they had a song in the trailers. They don't need one from Broad, right? As long as there's a song in the trailer, they don't care. I think we've tested the things that matter, right? This is almost certainly Ice Block.
The end has come.
Okay. We'll save the weapon. He could heal to 4, I guess, technically. Maybe I should kill that. He's going to heal to 4 anyway, but he can ping it for a fresh one, but I don't care about that. I don't know. Reedus, what do you think Druid will look like come Kobolds? Man, Clux, I'd like to know. I hope they don't get anything too good. They're still just a card or two away from being incredibly overpowered, I think. I think Ultimate Infestation is still a very strong card. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Alexstrasza. That sort of sucks. That was not part of the plan. Do we still have lethal? 11? I don't know, maybe. Gonna do this regardless, so we'll see, I suppose. Yeah, we do. Cool. Ain't seen no Druid cards. Well, we've seen one, right? We've seen Lesser Jasper Spellstone here. But I don't think that's going to support what Druid needs, really. They have a lot of cheap, flexible kinds of removal cards anyway, with Wrath. Swipe to some extent. But a lot of cheap spells, too. Like, they can just... you'd rather just run Jade Idols, right? Just summon an 8/8 to trade into the next thing as opposed to killing the next thing. I'm confused on the recruit mechanic. Does it summon a copy from your deck? I think it summons the minion, is my understanding. That's how I read it. Not a copy. My understanding was it's the actual... It's the same guy 3 times in a row. Man, poor dude. We've stomped him twice. I hope he gets one, honestly. Like, at this point, I'm kind of rooting for him. I think Priest has become the class I hate the most. A lot of people say that. I don't mind it so much. I'm not a Priest hater, I guess. There are times it frustrates me. Well, I hate Big Priest more than Raza Priest. I don't like Big Priest much. Okay. So the recruit's like a mini Ashraj. Basically, yeah, that's... You don't discover, it's just a random minion. On their Facebook pictures of the cards, all the recruit cards say summon. They do? Wait a minute, that's weird. Instead of just recruit, that's the whole point of a keyword, right? Like, once they say summon, they don't need to be keywords anymore. Let's go for the flexible, cheap one. Hearthstone Facebook. I gotta see this discrepancy here. It doesn't say summon to me, it says recruit a minion that costs 4 or less for guild recruiter. I don't see a summon word for recruit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that though. Might look a little different on my end. I'm not sure why it would though. Oh, in the caption. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, that's right. Summon a minion is the right keyword. I just thought it'd be weird if the card said that. I gotcha. It's Shadow Essence, except not a copy. Right. It's not a copy, and it's not a 5/5, right? It's the actual minion. I am not paying any attention to this game. I feel so bad because we've beaten this guy 2 times in a row already. Like, I almost want to give it to him. It says summon because you're not playing the minion, just summoning it. That's right. The distinction being that you're not activating battle cry effects. It's not being played. You're not triggering cards that reference the word play. It's just a summon effect. Anything that pulls a minion into the field is a summon effect. But it's not a copy, right? It would say copy if it... Well, it wouldn't say that because it's a keyword, but my understanding of the keyword is that it's not a copy. It is its own thing. We know he runs Flame Strike, so these all die to Flame Strike anyway, so... I don't know. I don't think we saw him run Volcanic Potion, did we? Not sure. Like I said, I just don't care. You think Dragul's Jailer will see any play? I don't really think so. I would never run it in this deck, and this is a Handbook Paladin deck. Just way too slow. Costs a lot of mana. What's the name of the new expansion? Says Infinite Pickles. It is called Kobolds and Catacombs. Well, since we don't know if that's Mirror Entity or not, we gotta test with this, and then we'll just land this guy. Okay. Does he just, like, not run Entity at all? I feel like we saw it one time, but here we are, and I still don't... it's just never getting activated if he has it. If he uses, like, a Fireball on this, or a Polymorph, we 100% play Lich King. If he AoE clears, we probably Bone Mare and Flame Elemental. Like if he slams a Meteor or something, or Flame Strike Ping, sure. We'll go Bone Mare, Flame. I'm gonna play the slightly bigger Bone Mare. Well, let's play the smaller Bone Mare because we haven't seen a Meteor yet, right? Well, Meteor's not even that good against this. Let's just go for the big Bone Mare, screw it. Big Bone Mare it is, guys. Big Bone Mare it is. What would you say is the least impactful set right now? Karazhan, probably. I'd have to say Karazhan, I think. I mean, there's... What is it from Karazhan? Swashbuckler, I guess? Priest of the Feast and Medivh. Malchezaar's Imp a little bit. Maelstrom Portal a little bit. Barnes a little bit. Well, Firelands Portal, Medivh's Valet. Those all see play. It starts to trail off after that. What about Old Gods? Maybe it's actually Old Gods. It's a little different for Adventures, right? Because they just have less total cards. So, we've tested Entity like 7 times, right? But do we just Bone Mare and hit him for 10? No, Lich King's better. Let's see. Yeah, actually, it might be Old Gods. There's really not very many Old Gods cards that see play. Mire Keeper, Shadow Word Horror, Fandral, Councilman, Evolve, Thing from Below, Yashiraj, and then it falls off really fast after that. A little bit of Nazoth, a little bit of Kabbalist Tome, Mark of Yashiraj. There's just not that much, though. It really starts to dwindle. Alright, man. We've played a bajillion big dudes. I think it's actually Old Gods that's the least impactful. Mean Streets is huge because of Jades and Patches. Dragonfire Potion, Potion of Madness, Kazakis, like Raza, ton of influential cards. Unguro still has a lot of good stuff too. Firefly is in every deck. Tar Creeper, Glock Crawler, Shadow Visions, Vile Spines are enormous. Do we pop the block at 2, guys? Or actually at 3, I guess? Oh, no, we don't. Poor dude. We beat him 3 times in a row. We've completely disrupted that guy's run. Okay, one last game. Let's see if we can get to rank 5 on one final game. That's going to wrap it up for tonight's stream, guys. I will be back to stream tomorrow. I really don't know what time. Depends on a lot of variables. I got some videos to make. There's a Hearthstone panel tomorrow. I'm not sure if there's going to be new cards or not. They maybe kind of implied there wouldn't be more. So we'll see, but I will be back tomorrow. But this is the last game of tonight's stream. But it's been a fun stream, dudes. And a lot of viewers tonight. Well over 121 viewers on Twitch right now. So, it's been fun. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Biscuits is our rank 5 final boss. No new cards until November 20th. Yeah, that's what I thought they said. Yeah. But I also thought they said they were going to reveal cards during the Invitational, so I don't know. It's a little suspicious. Regis, why'd you bully that poor boy? I'm sorry. I know. I honestly felt bad. Like, his deck had a terrible matchup against us. Even hitting those polymorphs and stuff, like, we just kept reloading and reloading and reloading and reloading. Can you or chat explain the upgrade mechanic? I missed the reveal for that. I'll let chat do it. I've said it 1,000 times, NV. Not your fault, of course, but my voice is starting to go. I don't know if I can explain yet another upgrade today. Not a great start here. We hit the 1-drop, but we don't really contest the Flame Imp that well. We've traded our whole board. He has mana to play something else, which denies our board, unfortunately. Blood Imp is also going to snowball a lot. Rallying Blade. Man, if it didn't buff the Voidwalker... Well, I guess it didn't really matter. Couldn't have killed the Flame Imp anyway. Let's do this and stall out a little. Yeah, we'll just keep getting these things to get in his way of the Doom Guards and stuff later. Is Dragon Priest good to play right now? Yeah, it's really good. There's just a mid-range Dragon Priest list that's great. It's like the Mitsuhide list, I think. It's really strong. You'll find a lot of success with it. If you want. Man, that is so good on Voidwalker. I love that this card kind of flew under the radar forever, and now people are playing it, and it's like so obviously strong. Ooh, that's game ending. Wow, what a just game ending play. Unbelievable draw. Wow. That's gonna be hard for him to recover from. Spellbreaker is busted. So good. Despicable Dreadlord. Okay, okay. I honestly have a good way to kill that Dreadlord at all. Like, we can. But it's not going to feel good. I wish I could play 6 mana, but I only have 5. We don't necessarily have to kill it yet, right? Like, we could just double Wicker Flame. Or Wicker Flame Fledgling, actually, is not bad either. Just go face for 4. He trades and trades, and the Fledgling goes down to 2 after the Despicable Dreadlord. If he played a Doomguard and attacked into the Fledgling, the Doomguard would go down to 4, which would leave the Spellbreaker to contest the Doomguard. This would be at 4 as well. We could Rallying Blade, but that wouldn't kill it. We can't Chill Blade and Rallying Blade next turn. I think I'm gonna... Why did I think I could play both of these? I just... Ugh, I'm losing my mind, guys. I thought I could play both of those for some reason. And I just talked about how I only had 5 mana. It's been a long day. It's time to end. I can tell. This whole time I talked through a play, it's not even possible. I think this is a fine alternative. I mean, regardless if this thing trades in or not, which we're kind of disincentivizing that trade, right? We still get the Rallying Blade. We maybe should have played the Flame Elemental instead of the Silverhand Recruit, since it just dies for free, but it doesn't necessarily die for free, right? Because he might want to trade in. So we'll see. Either way, this is a pretty good turn 6. Oh, that's pretty good. Gives him a push through here. Gets to go face for 4. Why did that take so long? That was a great play. Totally reasonable play to make. This is still obviously the right target to kill. I wish it'd gotten buffed. Kinda sucks. Well, you know, Wicker Flame's really not very good in this scenario. We might instead be better off with an Aldor Peacekeeper here. I think we are better off. 3/3 Wicker Flame still just dies to both of those and leaves that at 1 health, so what's the point? Let's just Aldor and Rallying Blade. We lose the buff, but the buff didn't help anyway, so... This Blood Imp's causing me some pain, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's adding up to a lot of value, which is clearly why it's in the deck. I think we have a good shot of stabilizing, but it really just comes down to a couple things. Gul'dan or not, and whether we draw some Bone Mares soon. Which is sad to say. The Bone Mare is like defining for our deck. The audio isn't weird anymore, at least, says Jerks. Hey, that's good news. Yeah, guys, it sounds like there might be some people misunderstanding the Lesser Jasper Spellstone. So it's not an you don't gain armor from the spell. You have to gain armor to upgrade the spell. Once your character gains 3 armor, say you use like Nash or whatever to gain 3 armor, then Lesser Jasper Spellstone gets better. It becomes a 1 mana deal 4 damage card. And then if you do it again, you get another 3 armor, it becomes a 1 mana deal 6 damage card. So you're upgrading the quality of the spell. Well, there's that Bone Mare we were looking for, at least. I think this is interesting. Trade here. Could also just go ahead and kill the other South Sea Captain and play the Vicious Fledgling. It dies to the board, though, which is not very exciting. The Wicker Flame also dies to the board is the problem, so neither of them feel very good. The Wicker Flame does heal a little bit, which is nice, and this also heals a little bit. Could take value trades on this into the 1/1 and then play the Wicker Flame. Definitely not Sunkeeper Terraming, that's terrible. This is a good turn 8 at least, we know, coming. I guess we're definitely spending 7 mana here. I think Wicker Flame, or Vicious is actually fine. If he's sending both minions in, that's okay. We're just going to be behind on the board for a little while. We're scared of, like, Doomguard, obviously. A lot of stuff. Doomguard, if he trades in Doomguards, though, we have a decent Sunkeeper. Play this in Sunkeeper. Or actually, we just hero power in Sunkeeper, and we'd be in a pretty good spot. If that's all he does, right? If he like taps, Doomguard, trade. If he trades the Doomguard in instead of these, we're worse off. But if he trades those both in, and just Doomguard's face and tries to keep it healthy, we'd be in a great spot. Great spot. This game's taking a while. He's going to Bone Mare instead and trade. Is that good for me? Ugh, not really, no. Because that's going to go down to... oh, no, not Bone Mare. Okay. Still not awesome for me, though. Definitely not a Sunkeeper Terran board. That's not what we were looking for. Another Spellbreaker onto this Blood Fury Potion every time, apparently. I gotta do it. It's really not that good still, but gotta try something here. Nice Bone Mare. Yep. I didn't want to Bone Mare this guy into the 4-1 in the 2-2, right? Like, it just dies so easily. So just Silence instead, get some other stats onto the board. Maybe soften this board up, make him trade some stuff in. Give me either a better Sunkeeper or a Bone Mare minion that sticks around into a more advantageously tradable board. But we're still just constantly behind. It's going to be hard to get ahead, too, just because he's constantly drawing cards. What's the name of that dragon deck you were talking about? Like Mitsuhide, mid-range Dragon Priest? I think is what you'd probably want to look for. It's pretty good. 26 point too much with the Ginger Power emote. I don't know. I don't know how you found that. But that's pretty great. That's Papa Regis for anybody that doesn't know. Is that one of the standard emotes? I don't even know. But that it is, okay. That's pretty hilarious. 4 legendaries revealed on announcement day, sort of crazy. Is that crazy? Is that a lot? I guess it's not bad. Oh! I actually didn't mean to do that just now. But that's okay. 11, 13. We're not dead. It's fine. It's fine. It's actually okay. I 100% did not mean to play that for the record, but it works out. We'll be all right. I am like totally out of gas, guys. This is 100% the last game. Even though there's a ton of viewers right now, and I know it's expansion day, or at least expansion announcement day, but I am running on empty. My voice is like gone. I am like talking out of my throat right now, as opposed to my lungs. I guess you always kind of talk out of your throat, don't you? But here, I got an idea. Now I don't have to talk. You guys can talk for me. We lose, guys. We lose. I don't have a link. I would just get Google Myth. Here, I might be able to find a link. Here you go. I found a link. There you go. Mitsuhide's top 2 legend Dragon Priest. I think he spotted the lethal, guys. Whoa, Gul'dan! Whoa! Whoa! Do you think Zoo Priest might be a thing with Dragon Soul? I don't know if Dragon Soul's gonna help. I think, unidentified whatever. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. I think unidentified. Whoa, where did the cards go, guys? I think Unidentified Elixir might be more helpful for Zoo Priest. Buffs on board, Divine Shield, some cool stuff. Summon a 1/1 even would be good, so this might help more. Like, imagine giving a Shadow Ascendant, turning it into a 4/4 Divine Shield, or just summoning a copy of it that buffs the other one. Like, there's a lot of cool plays, 2 and a 3 on this. So, we'll see. Yeah, I think it has a lot of potential, especially if they give it any other kind of card. I think it's already halfway decent, so anything will help. But guys, that is going to wrap it up for me tonight. Like I said, I am totally pooped. I'm done. Burned out. Dead. But it's been a ton of fun tonight, guys. A lot of fun, in fact. I mean, the 134 viewers right now is insane. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out and watching. Luke, I like my Ryzen 7 quite a bit. It's a beast for processing video, which is why I bought it. I don't know how it performs in other scenarios, but it's working for me really well. It's better than what I had before, which was, I don't remember, some Intel, but it was less expensive and less designed for this sort of thing. Anyway, guys, it's been a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos, more card review, like card review part 2 tomorrow. I think it's like 6 more cards I gotta go. And probably also a video about some of the dungeon run cards and how cool those are. And maybe soon a video about some of the legendary weapons that we might see, some theory crafting on that side of things. So a lot of stuff on the way, of course, about the new expansion. A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of new mechanics to consider, so on and so forth. So stay tuned. If you're not already, of course, I would recommend subscribing to my YouTube channel to keep an eye on all that stuff as it arrives in the next few weeks. And also, of course, follow me on Twitch if you want to catch my stream tomorrow. There'll be some notifications, I'm sure, when it goes live. We'll talk more cards and play some more Hearthstone, rank up some more. It'll be a lot of fun. But until then, guys, thank you, everybody, for all the bits, all the cheers. A lot of new subs tonight. So thanks for the subs and follows as well. And until next time, game on. I can't find the button, guys. I'm going to say it again so the timing's right. Until next time, game on.